I'm gonna make myself a little bigger, and I'm gonna let's see. Okay, wait. Gotta throw this one here. Move this down. Could I be doing this in a studio mode where you wouldn't have your immersion broken? Yes. I could. But what would be the fun in that? Okay, wait, where's the alt button? Okay. Ah, beautiful. Perfect. Hi, Mina. Yeah, wait, everyone's names are normal again. Huh? Wait, what? Are we not doing ats anymore? Did everyone get mad enough that YouTube changed the names back? They're not ats anymore? You guys can have Oshi marks in your names again? Alright, prove your loyalty, chat. Where are your Oshi marks? Prove your loyalty. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Wait, have you guys seen that meme TikTok that's like it's like what do you call it? It's like the Kaiba cosplayer, and there's like a Golshi cosplayer, and it's like anti-horse language. Yeah. I'm so hungry I could eat a— you could eat a what? Not to beat a debt, and then like she like drop kicks him. In some chats and not others, it changes randomly. Great. I love I love this platform. It's my favorite platform. It actually is my my favorite platform. I should unzip. I'm unzipping. I know you weren't ready for that. I didn't give you enough lead up time to that, but I did warn you this time that I was gonna unzip. I'm feeling better today. I don't know what was wrong with me yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what was wrong with me. I feel like I have to just go to the doctor or something. I'm just constantly, you know, constantly unwell. Constantly. Glad you're better. I went to sleep and I slept almost the entire night through. I woke up for a little bit and I was trying to get some work done for a couple hours, and then oh my god, wait, I haven't told you guys about the family heirloom. So I don't know how much I've talked about this, but I've talked a little bit about my weird family history. I have a bit of a weird family history if you're not aware, and part of my weird family history is that I have 3 dads. It's a little complicated. It's why I like Mamma Mia so much, you know? I felt like deep kidding. Just kidding. But I have 3 dads. And anyway, so my second dad, that side of the family, the grandparents on that side are both deceased now, but they were extreme devout Christians. Extreme devout Christians. Extreme. And I don't know if I talked a lot about this, but I actually also was an extreme devout Christian. Obviously, because I grew up with extreme devout Christians, and my uncle's like a pastor, and like it was just like that was my entire childhood, was church, and I didn't really know anything beyond church. And it wasn't until high school where I started kind of questioning religion and whatever. Not here to talk about religion or to preach about religion or to give my opinions on religion. But anyway, the important part of the story is that my grandparents were extreme devout Christians. And part of what they did as extreme devout Christians was they're so extreme and devout. You don't understand when I say extreme devout. They literally traveled the world evangelizing. Like that, they were going to like all around the world. And given like their background in terms of what Korea was like, and them both having lived through the Korean War, they were like very well educated people, and they went through like all of the Middle East, and this was like in the 80s, maybe 70s, maybe. They were like very extremely devout. Like, I'm not talking like in the 2000s. This was like a really long time ago. And part of their thing is that besides religion, my grandfather especially was an extreme lover of art, an appreciator of art. And my grandma was too. They both really, really loved and appreciated art. And that was something that, like, even until my grandpa passed, he was always like really into photography. He was getting like the latest technology in terms of like computers and like cameras. Like, he was always very interested in art and its various forms and like technology and stuff. I actually inherited one of his monitors when he passed, because he had a really, really nice monitor. Anyway. Yeah. But, where was I going with this? Oh, when he passed, me and my cousins, we just, you know, they didn't have like a ton of money or anything, but we inherited random stuff, from the passing. So like, random like photos that they had kept, or, you know, whatever, like old things, clothes or monitor, for example. And one of the things that I inherited, my aunt mentioned, because I had, as you guys know, at one point I had studied art, and they were like, oh, you know, they really, you know, the grandparents really loved art, and they always really liked that you liked art. So we think that it would be only proper to impart this item to you. And I got this ceramic, like, figurine? I don't really know how else to describe what it is, but it's like a sculpture. It's like a little mini sculpture of a person. And it's made of ceramic. And I have been leaving it kind of on this shelf. There's like a plant there, but I've had it there this entire year of living at this place, at this apartment. It's truly the original Nendo. It's more similar to the Nendo. It's more like a scale figurine. It's quite big. I would say it's like 1/6 scale. It's very large, and it's very well sculpted. And he had purchased this apparently during his world travels. And it was like a prized possession. But I've had it there for over a year, and I've had no problems with it while we've been living in this apartment, right? But the other day, my cats were jumping on that bookshelf, and it fell off. And I don't know how it fell off, because they jump on the bookshelf all the time, and have never had any problems. But I think it was like on its side. I had noticed that it was on its side, and I was like, oh, I'll set it right later. And I just didn't. I forgot, ADHD. And then my cats jumped on it, and I think it tumbled off, and it shattered into a million pieces. It wasn't a million pieces, but maybe like 100 pieces. Not a million pieces, I know. Over exaggerating. So in every free time I've had over this last week, I have been super gluing this thing back together. There were a lot of really, really tiny pieces, and I've had to just throw those away because it's just so tiny. There's no possible way of me getting this thing back together. But that's what I've been spending all of my free time on for the last week. I feel like I'm building Gunpla. It feels like a puzzle. It's kind of fun, but there's a lot of pieces missing. Can we do the Japanese thing and fill the cracks with... I really did think about it. It's called kin something, and I was even looking into it. But, I was worried I wasn't going to do a really good job with it. And some of the cracks, like I mentioned, are so large because it's just missing chunks. So, I'm just raw super gluing it together. It's been going well. It looks really good. I think I do have to sand down some of the super glue later. And I'm like, wow, good thing Gundam taught me so much. Gunpla taught me so much. And some of the parts that are put together, you can't even really tell that it was broken to begin with, which is really awesome, obviously. but it's been stressful because unlike Gunpla, when I super glue these pieces together, I have to hold them shut. Like I have to hold the two pieces together and I can't move. And because it's ceramic, I can't just like put it on a clamp or something. I have to physically hold with my hands the two pieces together. So I've just been sitting at the kitchen table holding pieces together with super glue in it, and I have to stay still like that for about... Yesterday I did a part of the leg, and that literally took me 10 minutes straight of... I think it might have been longer. It might have been like 20 minutes. For some reason, the leg was not wanting to attach. So I was really stressed out, and I had to shimmy the figure upside down and do this whole thing in a napkin holder, and I put like a bunch of stuff, and I had to hold it upside down overnight because I just physically could not hold it together that long. And it actually adhered fine, so this morning I looked at it and it looked great. But I am worried about the like structural integrity of this. I feel like if it falls again, it's just over. But for now, that's been my project. That's been my project, is piecing together my family heirloom back together, and there's just parts that are unfixable. They're goners. It's just not gonna ever get fixed, but that's just... I was gonna say it must be kind of meditating, but I guess not. It is fun. It's fun, but it's really stressful. Fun but stressful. Better lock it away forever. I feel like, okay, I will say that I feel like locking it away kind of does it a disservice almost, though. And I know that's a little bit silly because, like, who cares? Who are you disservicing? But I believe that art exists to be appreciated, you know? Millennium it's literally Grandpa's Millennium Puzzle. Oh my god. You're so right. I'm thinking about getting... I don't know if you guys have heard of museum putty. I have also not really heard of museum putty too much, but apparently it's a thing that museums use to stick down like vases and stuff. So I'm thinking about getting some museum putty, but I don't know how that works. If it's really that strong, won't it just lift the fucking... Because I have cheap furniture, won't it just lift the paint off my furniture? I don't know. Has anyone had experience with museum putty? Can anyone vouch for museum putty? Also, I called my internet service provider because, as you guys know, I've been having really weird issues with stream cutting in and out. I've also had issues with, like, anytime I download something while I'm streaming, it cuts my entire internet out. And it's been happening when I, like, if I play a game or something, even if I'm just, like, not even streaming, if I start downloading something, my internet completely cuts out, which doesn't make any sense. Why would it be doing that? So I called my ISP and I told them, but usually, I'm sure you guys are well aware, but if you call your ISP and you tell them you have a problem, the poor customer service people usually have no idea how to fix your problem. They are really not qualified at their jobs. They're really just there to like to listen to Karens, the poor guys. So I usually try to go in and I try to tell them that I kind of know how to do these things. And so I told the lady on the other line that I Googled it. And when I Googled it, it told me that I might have a problem with my modem. She told me that I have the latest modem, but they will send me a new one. And hopefully it'll fix my problem. And then she said if it still doesn't fix it, then I can call them. Because she said it could be like the Ethernet stuff. And I said, because she was asking if I had checked my cables and ports. And I said, well, it's happening to Rumi-chan as well in her room. And our apartment has a thing where the Ethernet goes into the wall. And then it's like in a closet. It has the whole thing. Anyway. I also think I have fiber, which I didn't think I had fiber. I thought I had normal internet, but I guess I have fiber. My cable was apparently chewed by a rat, so they just used the extra cable length they left when they installed it. Yeah, I have to see if it is the modem router, and if it's not, I have to see if it's something else. I would hope it's not the fiber connection. Yeah, I'm praying. Most ISPs give you fake quote-unquote fiber. Well, it's not advertised as fiber, so I would imagine that it might be fake fiber. But I was gonna use my old modem router, and I was like, oh, I'll just use my old one. And then I tried to plug it in, and I realized that fiber requires something else. So I was like, okay, I guess I can't use it. Do you have enough calcium? Okay, I know you're joking because of fiber, but I did take my calcium, magnesium, citrate pills today. I did take them today. I do remember the good old days when there was no full spectrum internet. Everything was all about dial-up and having to go to the hell outside to do stuff for specific times of the day to make it all happen. Yeah, or like not being able to take a phone call. Not being able to take a phone call of, you know, while you're using your internet. Is it a coax or a colorful cable going into the modem? I don't remember. I just remember whatever the thing is, it was not a normal Ethernet thing. And I was like, oh shit. I mean, this genuinely has the gagging improved. What gagging? Oh, like taking the pills? Well, I remember I told you guys my boss told me that his doctor also told him to take calcium, and he was told to take 250 milligrams, and I had been taking 500 milligrams. Or no, his doctor told him to take 500 milligrams, and I've been taking 1,000 milligrams. So I cut it down to half. So now I only take 2 of the calcium magnesium citrate pills. So I don't gag as much anymore. Make sure you don't get scurvy. I'll do my best. Vitamin C check for chat. I did take emergency today because of yesterday. I was like, am I getting sick? What's happening? I mean, because Rumi-chan has COVID, right? Or she's getting better. She can taste now again, you guys. She couldn't taste for a bit, so she was craving donuts. So her boyfriend went out to get her donuts, which means I also get donuts. Such a good day. I did nothing to deserve donuts, but Rumi-chan's boyfriend went to get her donuts, so I got a donut too. It was great. I think, okay, this is my conspiracy theory, and I'm not paid to say this. Please pay me to say this. Emergency might be like life hacks. Emergency might be my greatest life hack yet. I am emergency pilled. Like, actually. So if you're not familiar with emergency is this like powder pack that you put into water and you drink it, and usually you take this right before you think you're gonna get sick, or like when you're taking a plane, or when you've just gotten off a plane. It's like for when you're about to get sick, or if you are sick, and it's supposed to help with like vitamin C. I genuinely believe this. Because every business trip I've gotten sick. This business trip, this last one that I just had, I was like, there's no fucking shot. I'm not getting sick again. No, I refuse. No more. I'm not getting sick. And the problem is my immune system is probably so fucking shot because I don't go outside. I genuinely do not go outside. I do not talk to people. So During that business trip, I kid you not, every day I took an emergency before I went to bed. Every single day. And I did not get sick. But everybody else got sick. So, I believe in emergency supremacy. And I was telling Rumi-chan, because she got sick, and I was like, Rumi-chan, you need to take emergency. She's been doing it. Okay, and also here's my other life hack, chat. My other life hack for emergency is you don't drink it with a full glass of water. I drink it with maybe like half a cup of water. It's like a shot. I shoot it, but don't shoot it. Don't dry shoot emergency, because one of my coworkers did that and he was choking and I really thought he was gonna die. We were gonna have to call the ER. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I take a really small cup and I just fill it like really little, maybe like 2 inches high in a small cup. And then I put the emergency in there. I get a chopstick. I whip it all up and the foam will start foaming. It'll start going crazy. It'll like fill up the entire cup and you just wait a little bit for the foam to subside and then you just shoot that. You just shoot it. Man tried the emergency challenge. He really did. He was like, you said to shoot it. And I said, no, I said to shoot it with water. 2 inches isn't that small, you know? Okay, fine. You're right. I apologize. I apologize to any who I might have offended for that. Plus 1 inch, chat. I will say that this week's frequency was probably like the craziest episode, because I feel like we veered off a little too hard. It got a little too real in there. It felt a little, you know, it's been a long year. What can I say? I think we're all mentally reaching our wits' end. I'm only halfway through it. You know, today I had a lunch meeting actually with a coworker who's in town. So, we took an Uber together to the lunch spot. And the guy, I really don't like it when my Uber drivers talk to me. I just want Uber drivers to not talk to me. I'm so antisocial, and I'm sure that like that's not everybody, like, you know, not everybody feels that way, but I definitely do not like talking to my Uber drivers anyway. So I get car sick, so anytime that I'm in an Uber, I have to ask to sit in the front. I was sitting in the front and the Uber driver was like, so what are you guys' thoughts on Labubu's? And I was sitting there with a fucking Labubu on my bag. I was like, well, I have one. Because he didn't realize that I had a Labubu. And then I think he was kind of, I think he meant to talk about it negatively. And then we started having a talk about the socioeconomic implications of Labubus and resellers. I was like, what is happening? I mean, I brought that upon myself, but I was like, I just want to get lunch. Well, okay, here's my argument. Because he also brought up Beanie Babies and we're talking about it. And I was kind of saying, personally, I'm not really well informed, so I'm just talking out of my ass. But personally, I think that in general, when you have these weird reseller scalper crazes with collectibles and such, it has a lot to do with the like socioeconomic state of the world, and a lot of people right now are unemployed, and I think they said that this might be the most unemployment that we've had ever. There are more unemployed people than there are jobs. It's a recession indicator. That's exactly what I said, because I said essentially what's happening is people are trying to put value on things and resell, because that okay, the art of reselling scalpers, ultimately, you need a lot of time to do that. And those people don't have jobs. So this is happening in TCG space a lot too, right? Like, people who don't have jobs have a lot of time. They can go camp outside of Costco or Target or whatever and buy out Pokemon and make money that way. Because times are hard and people don't have jobs and they have nothing better to do. And part of the whole Labubu thing is this sort of, it's like also the nihilistic sense of, well, it doesn't matter because none of us can afford to buy houses anymore anyway. Might as well spend on unnecessary things that bring me immediate joy instead of searching for things that give me prolonged joy or help my socioeconomic status in the long run. Anyway, that was the kind of conversation that we were having, because those are kind of the conversations that it kind of always turns into nowadays. Hard times, man. Getting Pokemon card releases while employed is rough. Yeah, and I mean, I talked about, like, there are other things that could technically be... Can you scalp houses? You can. You can, and it's actually happening. And I don't want to talk too much about, like, politics and the economy, but that is actually happening right now, and it's really, really sad, because a lot of these businesses also, not just house flipping. I think house flipping to a certain degree has merit a bit in itself, but I think the problem is that, especially in large cities, there are a lot of corporations, a lot of corporations who are buying up many properties because they're billionaires and they can do that, and essentially they're making all of these places into rent only instead of allowing people to own things, and it's just really horrible, and we're all gonna die. I'll never own a house. Anyway, yeah, so how's everyone doing? Yeah, there's just a lot of problems doing now. The economy is hard, you guys. Life is hard, you guys. So you gotta be kind to yourselves. Gotta be kind to yourselves. The world is already so hard. I just want to chill with my ocean. I know. I try not to bring this shit up because it's like, this is why I hate talking with Uber drivers, you guys. It's just one of those things where, like, this is the state of the world, and I'm constantly reminded of all these things all the time, and probably YouTube chat is probably the last place that you guys want to talk about these things. So I really do avoid talking about this stuff on stream as much as I can. I do think a little bit of that slipped during the frequency a little bit. I think it was just like, it's been... yeah. It's been rough. It's been rough. Okay. Let's talk about things that are not doomer things. Yeah. It's been rough for reals. There's no joy in the world, chat. All of my idol groups are falling apart. The economy's falling apart. I'm glad I have a job. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm so glad I'm employed. I'm happily employed. Actually, today work was so fun. I was having so much fun doing work today, and it's been a really long time since I just felt like I was having such a good time working. Today was one of those rare days. Awesome day at work today. I mean, I didn't work a full day today, so I'll have to catch up on Sunday, or on Saturday. Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say, I haven't really watched... Sango, thank you so much for the $20 dono. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much. Labubu Dubai chocolate. Thank you for the Labubu tax. for feeding my Labubu addiction. Just kidding. I don't have a Labubu addiction. I do have a lot of Labubus though. I was gonna stop because I already had so many Labubus. I happened upon Labubus, okay? I think I kind of told you guys this story. I kind of got into Labubus before... I got into Labubus before they were big. But I got my Labubus at retail because it was before it was crazy as it is right now. So I have my retail Labubus. But recently, my idol Oshi got a Labubu. My idol Oshi got a Labubu. And so, of course, I had to get a matching Labubu. Like, that's like not even an option. I didn't have a choice in that matter. Have you seen Lulu's? What's Lulu's? You need a match. That's what I'm saying. I'm proud of myself because I am really like careful about buying blind boxes in general though. There's only a couple blind boxes that I allow myself to purchase, and it is one if it's so okay. This is I was actually talking to I was talking to Hio about this. I have a really strict rule because, and I do break it sometimes, but in general I have a pretty strict rule for buying merchandise because I'm a monster and I'm a fucking hoarder and I will buy too much shit and I will have too much shit in my home. So to prevent that, my rules for buying things are I have a list of about 10 characters. And luckily most of these 10 characters are really unpopular. If there is merch or blind boxes that contains those 10 characters, I will purchase it. And yeah, I'm not allowed to purchase things that are outside of that. And then for blind boxes, I have to be okay with at least 40% of the options. If I'm not okay with 40% of the option, I'm not allowed to buy it. So that's my general rule. So I have like a list of 10 characters and a lot of them are extremely obscure. For example, one of the 10 characters is like Kamen Rider stuff. I'm really limited to only my favorite Kamen Riders. So it has to be Geats or Maha are my two ones I will purchase for. Even though I like a lot of Kamen Riders, those are the only two Kamen Riders that I allow myself to purchase merch for. So I have those two Kamen Riders, and then I have I have to like look. Oh, I have Akane from SSS's Gridman. Akane I will buy merch for. Obviously my idol Oshis, those are like kind of different. I have Minori from Project Sekai, Akari from Aikatsu. They're all the same character. The only exceptions that I make are when they're content related. So for example, if I like the series a lot and I can talk about it on stream. So like Brown Dust 2. I didn't really want to get anything because I didn't really like the Sylvia standee, but I got the UC and I thought it would be fun to show you guys on stream too. So for example, that's like one thing. I get a lot of Dorothy stuff because I like Nikkei, and again, that feels like it's part of like the content aspect of it. Gunpla, if I'm gonna build on stream, I'll buy, but even that I've completely tried to stop myself now because my backlog's already insane. I need to stop buying MGs, you guys. They're so huge. There's just no way I'm gonna build these. They're so huge. When am I gonna build all these? Even if I do it on stream, it's gonna be like 70 streams. It's so daunting, you guys. It's so daunting. They're cool though. They are cool though. I really gotta do a building marathon stream. I need to just set aside some time. And I gotta build all the shit that I have because I have so many fucking kits to build right now. It's like insane. The other problem though with building is that I just need to like, if my desk was a little bit clearer, I could just like, okay, I'm gonna build today and turn it on stream and build. But it does feel a little bit daunting. Like I have to prep to build. I have to like clear out my desk. I have to do this. I have to do that. And it feels like this like 20-step process before I can go stream. Whereas like if I do a Zatsu or something, it's just like I just turn it on. I decide what I want to build. I have to make a thumbnail. It's like a whole thing, right? I have so much stuff to build, you guys. I don't even know what to build next. I don't even know what I want to build next. I have so many kits. I also, this is like random, but I kind of want to play Nier Automata again. The Xenoglossia Moderoid. I could build that one. I actually need to finish my Magic Knight Ray Earth Moderoid too. Because I want to build the Nier kit as well, but I kind of want to finish the game. And I want to play the sequel as well. I'm kind of sad that I just like kind of lost momentum on that. For me personally, I don't think like anything external happened. It was just like personally I had lost momentum and just felt like an awkward time to pick it up again. It's hard with story games because you really just need so much time. I saw that Uma Musume has horse girl has models you can build. You can build your favorite horse girl. You know, I don't know. I mean, I'd want to build Grass Wonder, but I'd rather get like a figure of her. Those kits are so simple to build. I don't really love building them, to be honest. I think I prefer building the ones that are more mech-like, which is why I'm really excited to build the what was the, not a Mecha Musume, but the one that someone purchased for me in my Play Asia wish list right here, actually. I'm really excited to build that one because it's Mecha Musume and it has like all the mech parts. So I'm really excited to see those two things together because so far we've only kind of built the girl part and I want to see what the rest of that looks like. And I'm excited to kind of compare and if I like that a little bit more because I don't find the just girl builds very fun at all. It's the same way with like the Kamen Rider builds. Like I didn't find them very exciting at all personally. I like it when there's a little bit more of like a, not necessarily a challenge, but when it feels a little bit more like lots of little intricate parts that kind of fit together and make this cool thing. I think like that's like where I get joy out of that. So Miona Bourbon build, I think they actually have quite a few of the horses. I don't remember who they have though. But yeah. I have a couple MGs that are huge that I would like to get out of the way because I just don't want to hold on to those forever. They also take up so much space in my room. It takes so much space. And I want to build the Zoids kit as well just because I love that kit and I want to build it. Make a ship in a bottle? That looks insane. Making a ship in a bottle, I might krill myself over that one. They'll take up less once they're built. Yeah, that's why I gotta build them. That's why I gotta get them out of the way. I do want to make the Idolmaster Xenoglossia build, but I might wait for like a more apt timing for that one. Feels a little random, I guess. I don't know. I want to get rid of the MG ones out of the way. What MGs are still in your log? I have the GN. What is it? The GN Riser? Is that what it was called? The 00 with all the stuff. I think it's the GN Riser. I have that one, and then I have the clear Shinanju. Is that right? I think I haven't even seen them, you guys. It's been so long. They're just in bags. I'm so scared to build the clear kit though, but I am really excited. I really want to build it actually. I think it's gonna be so cool. The GN Riser, I'm not looking forward to that kit. The GN Riser is I don't know what was going through my head when I got that. It looks crazy. That looks like so much work. I mean, it's all so much work. Oh, the XN riser. Yes, thank you. Not the GN riser. The XN riser. Yes, that is exactly the one. Pretty sure. Let me look it up. XN riser. Yeah. Yeah. It looks fucking cool. But just looking at it makes me pain. Just looking at it makes me feel so much pain. It's just a lot of stuff. Hello, welcome, welcome. What's the definition of the good old days? The good old days are... Okay. I define the good old days, for me, is the period between 2008 to 2013. Very specific range. Maybe 2012 even. A very specific range, but those are that's my favorite time period. My favorite time period. It's funny because I talk a lot about the yesteryears, but I think a lot of people then think, or they'll see my model and stuff and be like, oh, like, do you like retro games? No, I don't. I don't. Not further back, like 04? Okay. I think the furthest back I'd go is 06. Yeah. 06 maybe. 06 to 2015. No. 2014 max. Yeah. 06 to 2014. If we were to expand that range, it'd probably be around there. Limit the retro gamer. False advertising. I know. For someone who talks about the good old days a lot, I sure don't play the games of those days. I'm sorry. I'm just like, my brain is not there. I just can't handle not having quality of life features. I would much rather play League of Legends than Heroes of New Earth. I'm sorry. That's just that's my truth. That's not true. You played Lunar like a month ago. Okay, I will say Lunar is an exception because it has quality of life features now. Yeah. I like having quality of life features. So remakes are great. It carries the vibe of the yesteryears without me. It does, yeah, because Lunar, you can save wherever you want now, I'm pretty sure. And I think it also even has auto-saving. I'm the biggest remake hater. No, I love remakes. Give me all my remakes. Can I buy you the new Final Fantasy Tactics? Oh, did that come out? Wait, that came out? Did it really? Final Fantasy Tactics remake. The Evilist Chronicles. When does it come out? Not yet. September 30th. Oh, it'll be at the end of the year. Yeah, maybe I'll throw this on my Play Asia wish list. That might be a good one to throw on there. And we can check it out when it comes out. It's probably one of those, like, I'll play it on day one and then I won't play it on stream ever again, but that's okay. I want it for PC and Xbox, I'll buy ties. I'm probably gonna get it on Switch. Probably put it on Switch. so I can play it on the go. I have the belief that remakes are the pinnacle of artistic bankruptcy. I don't think that's a wrong take, but I would much rather have a remake done right than have a game that feels uninspired, if that makes sense. Chad, mate, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, really appreciate it. Do you like modern games with all the modern quality of life that use retro aesthetics then? Yeah, I love that. I mean, this isn't like 100% that, but that's what I love about like something like Core Keeper or Stardew Valley. Like, I feel like it has that sort of like cute retro aesthetic, but it still feels like, you know. I also liked Moonlighter for that reason as well. Yakuza are good examples of remakes done right mostly. It's remakes or remasters of something from 5 or less years ago that suck. What got remade? What got remade within 5 years? Prefer remake over remaster. I also prefer remake over remaster, but Dead Space? Oh! Dead Space got remade within 5 years? Last of Us? Last of Us got a remake? Stardew became free download with PlayStation Online. Wait, I gotta check what's on PlayStation Online. Okay, wait, let's look. PlayStation Online monthly games. What is it for September? Do you remember? Oh, PS Plus. PS Plus monthly games. We got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Oh wait, these you have to pay for still. Eh? PlayStation Plus monthly games. Here we go. September monthly games. Wait, I don't get it. Oh no, yeah, these are free. Okay, so it's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure you can play this for free. Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is awesome. And Little Nightmares. I think those are the games. Wait, what? I can't tell. How does this work? How can I see what I actually can play? Wait, what? Monthly games. Oh wait, no, that's not true. Okay, the monthly games are Psychonauts 2 and Stardew Valley. I think. I don't fucking know. I can't tell. I can't tell. This website stinks. Those two in Viewfinder. I don't know what Viewfinder is, but yeah, it's here too. Psychonauts 2! Did we finish Psychonauts 2? For those that weren't around, because it was a really long time ago, I actually played Psychonauts 1. And I'm pretty sure I played Psychonauts 2 on my old channel back in 2021. I don't think so. Was the Milkman in Psychonauts 1? Psychonauts 1 was genuinely so good, but I got stuck on that fucking circus map and I wanted to kill myself. I mean, Alt F4. The Milkman stuff was really great and hilarious though. That's cool. Stardew Valley? That's awesome. The Meat Circus. Yeah, that map. There was this one jump puzzle in that really just drove me insane. I don't recall you playing Psychonauts 2. Okay, maybe I only played Psychonauts 1. It was a really good game. I just don't like platformers. The Napoleon tabletop. Yes, that one was really good. We did play Costume Quest 1, but I didn't quite like Costume Quest nearly as much as Psychonauts. I feel like Costume Quest felt like the kids' version of Psychonauts, which I think it was. But it just didn't really quite hit the same. That's cool. I mean, I already have Stardew Valley on PC, but it is always nice to have stuff on PlayStation. Like, what is this? Browse more titles added to the game catalog in September. But like, can you... What are these? Are these are not free to play? They're just telling me what's the new releases or something? Like, what's the point of this? Why are you telling me this? I don't care. Control schemes are important, so I couldn't do Psychonauts. It's their subscription service. I thought it was... They're like on sale at like Game Pass. Isn't that... I thought when you get PlayStation Plus, I thought that was... You also get the Game Pass, no? Additional games you can get on an upgraded PS Plus account. PS Plus Basic gives you the free games of the month. If you pay the top tier service, you get the other ones. Well, I don't know what I have actually, because my friend got a code from work. I think I might have the upgraded one. Wait, let me see. PlayStation. How do I tell what I have? Okay, I'm going into PlayStation. How do I look at my account? Subscriptions management. I have PlayStation Premium, chat. Does that mean I get all the games? I have PlayStation Plus Premium. Do I get everything? Oh, you get those games? Oh shit, I've been wasting this thing. Well, I got it for free, but... Okay, so I got EDF 6, Unicorn... I got Unicorn Overlord? Wait, I have that already. I thought it was Tactics Ogre. I have Unicorn Overlord already. Oh, I have Atelier Rise of 3? Spider-Man Remastered? Mortal Kombat 1? Oh, Cyberpunk! Death Stranding? Oh no, this is a trial. Why would they tell me about what trials are available? Who cares? Spider-Man Remastered stream? Absolutely not. I was gonna say probably not, but no, absolutely not. Okay, the problem is, chat, you guys don't want to see me play an action game. I'm telling you right now that I'm not good at them. First of all, I'm not good at them. So you are not gonna enjoy watching me play them. I'm telling you that right now. And second of all, I'm just not as engaged, I think, with them. Can't wait to watch Limina play Spider-Man. I'm not playing Spider-Man Remastered. Okay. You can play Ninja Gaiden 4? No. You would do it for your friend Spider-Man, wouldn't you? You guys have been posting all the Spider-Man Magic the Gathering cards and they're hilarious. Maybe we just want to watch Limina Save New York. DMC. Helldivers. Okay, I can do FPS or third-person shooters. I just can't. I think it's just action games that are a little bit difficult. I think Nier was kind of okay, but as you guys know, I also didn't play it very well. And I think when I'm not good at a game, I can tell. And I get really frustrated that I'm not good at the game. It's why, even though I love Super Mario Sunshine, I will never play that game again. Ever. I loved Super Mario Sunshine. I will never play that game again, chat. Like, that game is so hard. And I remember even as a child, it being hard. It's such a hard game. I remember trying to fucking aim the stupid water cannon. I just, like, I was having the hardest time. It's like just always. Super Mario Sunshine was rough time. I'm just action game stupid. I'm sorry. Being bad is part of the fun, man. Man, I don't know about that. I don't think you have to be good at a game, but I think I do get. Is it just 3D games in general? It is probably 3D games in general. Anything that has platforming in it essentially is like a no-go. That's it's just platforming. I think anything that requires me to jump on things, even if it's like a 2D platform, which is why I know everyone's on the Hollow Knight craze right now, but I'm not partaking because any sort of platforming stuff. Super Mario RPG. Oh, Super Mario RPG I do want to play. I haven't played it actually. I do want to play Super Mario RPG, but the problem is that I really like RPG games, and the problem is that they really don't do well on stream. Nobody I watch is playing Silk Song anyway. Kana is playing Silk Song, if you guys are curious and interested. You know, like Castlevania or Mega Man? Nothing? I do not, no. The only Mega Man I like is Battle Network. The only Mega Man I like is Battle Network. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I like my RPGs. I'm just a fucking weeb. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Battle Network is peak. It is peak. Is the platforming due to aphantasia unable to visualize? I don't know if it is. As you guys know, my favorite thing to do is blame every problem that I have and everything that I'm bad at aphantasia. That is the name of the game for me. So I would like to say that yes, it is because of my aphantasia, but if that's actually the case, I don't know. Yeah. If I could not care about numbers, and it's really unfortunate because the games that I like in general are the ones that perform the worst number-wise, is if I could just play whatever I wanted, what I would play is JRPGs. Just from start to finish, all the way through. I'd play all the JRPGs. Play tactics games all the way through. I mean, that counts as JRPG to some people, but... FPSs. I'd play Apex and Valorant. I'd play League of Legends. I'd play puzzle games. I'd play, you know, random stuff like that. But those are all like, I'd play farming games, cozy games, you know? But that's like shooting your channel in the foot. No Marvel Rivals. I really enjoyed Marvel Rivals for quite a bit actually, but I kind of stopped for a while. Valorant has bad numbers. So the problem with games that are competitive, so Valorant, League of Legends, Apex, any competitive game, there's a lot of layers as to why it's kind of not good. And one of the first layers to that is that you have to either be really, really, really good at the game, or you have to be like Tyler 1, where you're just like bad, but like extremely reactive and like entertaining for being reactive, right? And I don't really think that I'm either of those things. I think I'm fine. And I think considering how little I play FPSs, I would say that I actually am pretty proud of my skill level in them in general. But I wouldn't say that I'm like really good or anything. So I don't think that it makes for like that sort of that level of content. Like I think you have to be like GM level, top 100 level if you really want people to watch and take you seriously. And I'm just there to have a good time. I'm not there to win. I'm not a very competitive person, so I don't think that it works really well in my favor. And yeah, I have some water. Because like, okay, if you think about people who are watching FPSs, right? A lot of times when people are watching FPS, or like any competitive game, League of Legends even, the reason why they're watching is usually because they play the game themselves. Like they also play that game. And so when they're watching somebody else play it, it's very frustrating to watch someone who's not as good as you at it. It's much more entertaining to watch someone who's way better at you, because you feel like you're learning and you feel like that's the exciting part of it. And there might be certain aspect to it where you're watching for the social aspect because you hear them like For example, I think Valorant streams do really well when they have open mic and they're just chatting with other people in their lobby. I would absolutely not have the balls to be able to do that. So like stuff like that, right? It's like it is a little bit different. I think so obviously that's not my shtick, not my audience. It's totally fine. I'm not there. JRPGs I don't think do well because it's really difficult to dive in the middle. You have to have been there from the beginning, and after the first couple episodes you have to have been there from the first episode. If you're on episode 4, no one's going to care about episode 4 if they haven't watched episode 1, 2, and 3, right? It's like, I think those are the reasons why those kind of streams don't do super well. What category does Peggle fall into? Peggle is a roguelike, which I think roguelikes do a little bit better because you can join whenever anybody is streaming in the middle. You can join on any chapter. It doesn't have to be the first time you're playing. It could be the 10th time you're playing. It works well, and that's why it's really easy to pick those up. But the reason why I don't really do a lot of roguelikes anymore, even though I did them for a bit because I enjoyed them, is that I think roguelikes also have a really specific niche audience to them, and I think that it dilutes my brand identity when I play too many of them that are not associated to me by theme, if that makes sense. And I know that sounds really particular, but it's just, if we're talking like truly like the way that YouTube works, is that basically YouTube internally looks at your channel, looks at your metrics, looks at what streams are doing really well for you, what type of chatters come into your chat, what your chatters are watching a lot of the times. It takes all of those things into account, and it kind of like internally puts your channel into certain categories. So like, oh, this person is like an FPS streamer, they are also a VTuber. They put these like little labels on you, like hidden labels. You can't see them, but that's what they're categorizing you, right? And the harder you make it for YouTube to categorize your stream, the harder, the less inclined YouTube is to push your stream out in the algorithm, right? So the more you do variety content, the more you play random games. If I suddenly play FPS tomorrow, all of a sudden YouTube is like confused. It's like, what? You're not an FPS streamer. What the fuck? Like, what's going on? And so then it has a much harder time pushing you into algorithm. Obviously, if you're really, really big, you're a huge streamer, you're pulling like 20,000 people concurrent watching, it doesn't matter what you play because those people are there for you and for your brand. So you don't need to rely on the algorithm. That's why you see people in really big companies or who have big numbers just streaming whatever they want, because at that point they've already made it. So now they can just do whatever they want. And maybe one day I will be big enough that I can just play JRPGs all I want on stream. But currently I'm just not in that space right now. I talk about this a lot, but just something to keep in mind is that even though I don't really care that much about, like, I don't think my, like, for example, there are people out there whose numbers are directly correlated to their happiness. And I think that there's nothing inherently wrong with that. I'm going to say that right now. There's nothing wrong with that. But I am not one of those people. However, recently, because my channel has not been doing well, you will find that I'm going to be changing my schedule a little bit to adjust in order to try to help make my channel look a little bit more appealing, because currently I am in the talks with trying to get sponsors for my livelihood. I'm trying to get sponsors. And while I can tell my sponsors I have a really dedicated fan base, there's no way for me to prove that to them. How will they know that? There's no way for them to know. The only way for them to know that is if they see the numbers doing well. And if my numbers start dipping, to a sponsor, objectively, they look at those numbers and they basically go, oh, like, you know, this person's streams are doing really bad recently, so they must not be really good anymore, or they must have fallen off, or they must have said something controversial. Now no one wants to watch them. So those are the kind of things that you have to be concerned about in terms of your numbers. And that is why you will be seeing me adjust things or talk a lot about, well, I want to play this, but I can't because it doesn't do well in the algorithm, stuff like that. Or like trying to get my branding in order. Something when I started this channel for me that was really important and that I really wanted to lean into, and I've talked about this a lot, is I really want to solidify my branding. I think up until now, every venture that I've had in the streaming space has been a lot of me just sort of throwing things at the dartboard, so to say, and trying to figure things out. But right now I have a pretty good idea of what I want my brand to look like, but now it's a matter of, okay, how can I get that image to stick without getting too much fallout on the number side? Because fallout on the number side will again lead to scaring away sponsors, right? So that's where I'm at right now. So if you were to ask me, or if you were a sponsor and you were like, okay, Limina, can you tell me about what you want your brand identity to be for your channel? Right now my focus is and I'd say it in my introduction, right? TCGs, Mecha, TCGs, Mecha, and hentai. That's what I'm trying to sell myself as, is the person that plays TCGs, likes Mecha, and hentai. So we're saying Spider-Man stream in the future. Okay, Red Sky Kai. Spider-Man is possible. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. The Robo Card Gooner. Yeah. Gaming, Gundams, and gooning. Exactly. Mecha and hentai do go hand in hand if you think about it. I think also TCG and Mecha go hand in hand more than people think too. So that's like my, that's kind of what I'm trying to work my brand toward. That's why you see me playing certain types of games. That's why you see me experiment with different things. For example, another thing that I really want to solidify is I really do want to be one of the primary Brown Dust 2 VTubers. I want people to think about Brown Dust 2 VTubers and think about, oh yeah, Limina is the Brown Dust 2 VTuber, because I really love the game. I do. I genuinely love the game, and I want to do a lot of cool stuff with it. I want to do like events with it. I want to do all these things like incorporating Brown Dust 2. So that's why you see me do that at least once a week, right? So there's just like a lot of things like that that I'm trying to do. And yeah, for example, today I was like, well, I could play Mecharashi, and I've been wanting to play that, but I think I kind of want something a little more solid. So I think I'm just gonna do a Zatsu where we just talk about stuff and we just hang out and it's a good time. But I didn't have anything prepared today. I hate Zatsus. I mean, I don't hate them, but I always feel like pressure, like I don't know what to talk about. Chat, I don't know what to talk about. What do I talk about? I'm so uninteresting. I found you because of Brown Dust 2. I'm really glad. I'm really excited for the next event. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm excited for the next event because I really want to do that voice acting thing that I mentioned. And I have quite a good handful of people who are interested in the voice acting event. So I'm really excited. I think it'll be so cool if it's all voice acted by different people. And I kind of want to like assign characters to people and have them always like come in whenever those characters are available. So you guys can kind of like have a headcanon voice to certain characters too. Did you see the Final Fantasy Monster Hunter collab at the end of the month? I saw it during the Gamescom announcement that we did with Kana. Do we know what the next one's gonna be? I don't know. I don't think so. Wait, let me see. Brown Dust 2. When does Bikini Impossible end? Isn't it next week or is it in 2 weeks? Bikini Impossible. Hey buddies, hello. Well, your Brown Dust streams are just oogling at your... Okay. I didn't need the call out, but So what if I'm just oogling at my wife? You got a problem with that? Oh, they have in 4 days. In 4 days, they have a broadcast. Well, I think it's technically in 3 days because it's in UTC. It's gonna be Sunday our time, I think. They're gonna be doing another live broadcast. I really wanted to do like a reaction simulcast reaction stream to it, but it's at like an impossible time, I think. Let's see, 10 a.m. UTC to PT. It's 3 a.m. 3 a.m. my time. So I don't know if that's possible. If it was 2 a.m. it'd be possible, but it being 3 a.m. is like, it's pushing it a little bit. And this weekend I'm gonna be up super crazy for Vexpo, so a little unfortunate timing, I think. Next time when it's a little bit earlier, maybe we can do a watch along, but yeah. 3 a.m. cooting the brown dust too. Yeah, I don't really see anything about the next. I think if you look at the end date for Bikini Impossible, it'll basically tell you when the next one's gonna start, but they haven't announced what the next one is. I do get how exciting those are. They're pretty exciting. I feel like every time they've had one of these live streams, it's been really cool. They've announced a bunch of really cool stuff, so I'm pretty curious to see yeah, what they'll announce this time. They'll probably announce the next event, I'm assuming. They're probably gonna announce the next event. They're probably gonna announce a bunch of new skins. They might announce like a prestige skin. They usually show off the new skill animations for whatever the next characters are coming up. So I think they're pretty cool. There's a lot to look at in those, but yeah. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Pray for Prestige Sylvia. Oh man. I think they might announce the results of the fan poll, right? Did they already announce that? Because the fan poll is the reason why we got like the free Eclipse skin. Praying Sylvia gets it. Actually, I think you guys said that Sylvia has won before, right? So she probably won't get another one, but I don't know. Who won? I don't know. We all know Wilhelmina won that. Wait, I thought Wilhelmina also won before. But maybe not. I know the most recent one, Eclipse won. But was Wilhelmina an option in the most recent one? If she was, then she'd most definitely won. 100%. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. We'll see, we'll see. I don't know, chat. Are you guys looking forward to any games? There's a lot of game releases happening in the next couple months, isn't there? We're gonna get the. We'll definitely play Digimon. I know, like, the Digimon games also, you know, it's a JRPG and whatnot, so I know it's not like a great stream game, but I do think Time Stranger is at least worth in terms of like branding. So I'm excited to play that. Catching up my game backlog, waiting for October. Digimon is the first asterisk. Yes, heck yeah. Silent Hill F. Oh, Silent Hill F. Waiting for my copy of Super Robot Wars Y to arrive. Me too. Legend ZA. When does Legend ZA come out? Pragmata is what. Wait, what the heck is Pragmata? Pragmata. What is Pragmata? I've never seen this before. Capcom's newest IP, Pragmata, an all-new science fiction action adventure with its own unique hacking twist. It is a near future, and protagonist Hugh and his android companion Diana must work together as they make their way through the cold lunar research station. Oh, this looks scary. I'm only looking forward to Ninja Gaiden 4. It's a Mega Man-y game. This looks like... what was that game? Who was playing it? I was watching some VTuber play this game that was like, you're in like some kind of alien thing, and you like they weren't aliens. Maybe they were robots. They were like robots that were programmed to be security robots, but they're kind of gone haywire now, so they're trying to kill you. And then they were trying to like, the VTuber was trying to get to like some like middle part where it wasn't like a escape pod, but it was something like that in the middle, or like there was some sort of thing, and I don't know. It looks like that though. I mean, maybe it isn't. I haven't seen the trailer. I'm just looking at the screenshots, but it reminds me of that. Signalis? Wait, Signalis. No, it was like a third person. It was a third person. It looked like a lot like Pragmata, where it was kind of semi-realistic and stuff. I've heard of Signalis, but I didn't know that that was the premise of Signalis too. Signalis, the pixel and stuff is so stylish, yeah. Seems really cool. I think you guys have mentioned it because you guys said the main character reminded you of me. It's the Yuri Android game. Survival horror, so you'll die. I will definitely die. I'm not gonna play this, don't worry. I can tell when I look at a game. Signalis is very, very good. PS1 game. I don't remember what game it was. It was like a big, you know, AAA game from the AAA company. I don't remember. I just watched some VTuber play it. I didn't play it myself or anything. It was also a horror game, but I can watch horror games if somebody else is playing it. I just can't play it myself, you know. I'm sure you guys know that feeling, understand. It wasn't Dead Space because I'm familiar with Dead Space and I would have remembered, but this Pragmata also reminds me of Dead Space a little bit. I'm trying to remember what else they did in that game. It was just a lot of like, there was a bunch of rooms and it was just like some generic sci-fi thing, and they were like getting items from rooms, and maybe she was playing it, I don't remember, and there was like rooms. I woke up from a nap. I hope you had a good nap. Returnal. No, like most of the gameplay took place in like a base, it looked exactly like Pragmata, where it was like a sci-fi looking base with a lot of like railing. You know how sci-fi bases always have railing? There was a lot of railing, and there were these security robots that if they looked at you, they would be like, "You are an intruder. We must destroy you." Pretty sure it wasn't Dead Space. No, because Dead Space, it all looks like, oh, maybe was it Dead Space? No, I don't think it was Dead Space. Maybe it was Dead Space. Nah, I don't think it was Dead Space. I'm pretty sure I would know what Dead Space looked like because I actually played a little bit of Dead Space when it was on Xbox. I love getting railed in space. Alien Isolation. I feel like the main character. Oh, it's Alien Isolation. You're right. It's Alien Isolation. Yeah. Yeah. This is right. Alien Isolation. Yes. I recognize the little radar thing. And look at all that railing. So much railing. Are there robots in this? I don't see the robots. But yeah, there was like a lot of parts where you had to like be quiet and stuff. Oh no, I see the robots. Yeah, there's the robots. Yeah. It was Alien Isolation. Wow. Wasn't Alien Isolation a movie? Is this the same as Alien versus Predator? The railing really makes the room. It really does. There's just a lot of railing. What can I say? Yeah, Mom, we're just talking about getting railed in space. Okay. Can you get hard in space? Do you think that's possible? It's like because of the, you know, no reason you can't. I don't know. Maybe it's like harder because the gravity. NASA did a study on it? Wait, really? See, somebody else had that question. Wanna try? I don't know if I can get hard in space. Alien is very famously a movie. Okay, wait. Alien is the movie? Is that the same as Alien Isolation? Is it the same universe? Imagine not always being hard. Alien is the movie. It's all the same. Okay. Ah, same universe. What about the face huggers? What is that one from that? What is that? Astronauts have reported on it. Do they still get morning wood? Chat, I haven't read porn in like... Chat, I haven't read porn in maybe like a month. Facehuggers are also alien. Oh. You don't know what alien is? Okay, wait. I have told you guys. I was not allowed to watch... I was not allowed to watch PG-13 movies until I was 13. And then I got too scared to watch PG-13 movies. That no, it's gonna be you, but it's not November yet. It's not no. You're not the gooner you used to be. It's because I think I mentioned this, but recently I've been having such a hard time sleeping, and I noticed that jorking before sleep makes it even harder for me to sleep. So I've been on like a, I've been abstaining. I've been telling myself not to jork. So then what I do instead is, I've mentioned this, but I play a really boring video. I play a boring video and I just fall asleep. Usually it's the reverse. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the adrenaline or something. I can't sleep. What about ASMR? No, I can't do ASMR. I have to be listening. Because, okay, the way that it works for me is I have to listen to somebody who is telling me something, and I have to be concentrating on what they're saying. I have to like concentrate what they're saying. So what I've been listening to recently, oh my god, but so I forgot the plot of Death Note. So I was like, you know what I should listen to? I should just listen to somebody talking about Death Note. Dual logs, Yu-Gi-Oh card. No, the last thing I want to hear is my boss's voice. Absolutely not. So I listened to this thing, was like the entire plot of Death Note, and I was like, oh, this will be great. I'll get a like refresher. I haven't read Death Note in so long. But then I got so absorbed into it, I couldn't fall asleep because I got so excited. I was like, ooh. I was like, oh yeah, that did happen. And I was getting like really, really into it. And I was like, fuck. My fallback though. My fallback is there's this one specific video that explains the plot of Serial Experiments Lane. And that one makes me fall asleep every time. And I am so sorry to person who is The person who is narrating it must be their voice or something. I don't know. But that one video of Serial Experiments Lane gets me every time. I'm out cold. Out cold. They start talking about, they'll be like, they'll get to like episode 3 or something. And it's like when Lane starts like questioning whether or she's been distant from her family, and her family is like, yeah, you're just a government plant or something, and then I just fall asleep around there. RP ASMR situations. No, I think I get cringe. I'm sorry. It's not that the people who are doing it are cringe. It's just I cannot help but to feel a little bit cringe being in that scenario. I don't know why. It's a me thing. It's me, not you. There are episodes of Sleep With Me where the guy just reads instruction manuals to board games. See, the problem is there's this like sweet spot with these. It's a sweet spot. It has to be interesting enough that I'm actively listening, but it has to be not interesting enough that I don't get excited about it. You have the same for Blasphemous lore? There was one on Bloodborne lore. The Bloodborne lore one makes me sleep every time too. Just ask your friends to narrate stuff for you on a 3DO. You know, I've been relying on these videos so much that it makes me really want to make one. I really want to make one of these videos, but then I'd have to make a whole video essay. Like, I'd have to get the fucking... I'd have to write the essay, and then I'd have to actually read it all. For me, somehow, if I just hear food crunching, I just can't anymore for some reason. I know there's like a certain phobia thing, right? With like mouth noises and stuff. Vanguard Lord video essay. See, I would get too excited about that. I can't listen to that. I'd actually get invested. I'd lock in. What would you make it on? Just read an entire Wikipedia page. I need to like do it for Kamen Rider. Oh, Kamen Rider might be a good one actually. Brown Dust 2 lore. Problem is I don't know how informed I am on any of these. I would love to do one, but I feel like you actually need to research and have like theories and stuff, but I don't know if I have theories. I'm just a dumb monkey that just I see lore, I consume lore, I do not think about lore past that. That'd be cool. I would love to do one for Kamen Rider. Just like, maybe I could do it like the Death Note one, where it's just a recap of the entire fucking series instead of like doing any like analysis on it, just like recap the entire series. But it might be too interesting. Kamen Rider lore is too interesting. Just have chat research it. Is this like the next level chat GPT is just actually chat? That's why Kamen Rider's so good. The lore is interesting. Man, that'll be so good. I want to rewatch Drive and do a whole one on Drive because I love the lore for Drive so much. And the whole thing with the what were they called? Something roids, not hemorrhoids, but Chat BT. Roid Mudes. Yeah, the Roid Mudes and their whole like bit. So cool. I think I mentioned it before, but a large part of my design and my like lore and stuff, part of it was really inspired by 01, but also by Kamen Rider Drive. I liked the Huma gears. The general Kamen Rider, they have a lot of weird android 01010101. Realize me. I feel like Drive and 01 have such interesting parallels in general. Yeah, I could totally see that. I think they both also are like on my preferred side of like, these are adults with real jobs and real problems. Like 01, employment. But he does get nepoed in. Not relatable content anymore. Hashtag not my common writer. You should look up the lore for Mass Rider, the American adaptation TV series. That shit was wild. Like good wild or like bad wild? Lore video, and then you also cover the song. Wait, so people can fall asleep and jolt awake. Damn, why couldn't any of our families be rich? I know, I wish I had a rich grandpa CEO. That would be so convenient and nice. In Drive, Shinosuke is actually doing police investigations. He is. He's actually doing his job. He's actually like an employed man. And I like that the premise is literally that Shinosuke loses his drive. Literally, that's the pun that they're trying to make. He loses his drive and like he doesn't have like this will to work anymore. He's kind of unmotivated. What a mood. Shinosuke's a mood. Do a video essay on Tokiji's peak. Oh, I need to rewatch Tokijiro. Tokijiro's so good. I would love to recap the Tokijiro lore. I need to rewatch all the movies too. I believe the American adaptation was owned by Saban, so they had a Power Rangers crossover was at some point. I just started and already love it. It's so good. Tokijiro's so good. Oh my god. Did you guys know that Shinosuke, his last name is like Tomari, which is basically like stop, like the stop sign, and it's because he's stopped because he's stuck. It's cool. All the puns. And then he becomes Drive to get his drive back. Exactly. And that's why he always goes like something something Toppugiyo daze, and then he like henshin. It's cool. I love Drive. I love Kamen Rider Drive so much. I also love Tokijiro. Tokijiro was so good. I feel like Tokijiro also did a really good job of like that sort of like the transition from being a child to being an adult. It's like sort of that Digimon thing. Oh my god, I saw this really hilarious TikTok also of like this girl who watched Digimon for the first time, and she was like, I didn't know she's like, I was always a Pokemon girly. I never watched Digimon, and she was like crying, and she was like, I didn't know they disappeared when you become an adult because you lose your innocence and purity. And she was like sobbing into the camera. And she was talking about like that one scene where like the Digimon goes like to the Digidestined. They're like, what are we doing tomorrow? And the Digidestined is like, yeah, tomorrow we'll be together tomorrow too. And then they look back at the Digimon. The Digimon's gone. Anyway, Tokijiro is kind of like similar to that too in vibe. That sort of like, no, the lost innocence. They all lose their memories, and it's about like their ambitions that they held as a child and their transition into adulthood. I also respected that Kira Major, everyone had a job too. They were all like employed, right? I think only the main character was a high school student, but everybody else was employed. Innocent and purity is not why they lose their Digimon. It's because adults have realized their potential and have no further potential for the Digimon to bond with. That's even worse. So you could be like a loser. Can you be a loser adult that still has a Digimon? Yellow being a pro gamer was funny. It was great. I kind of wish they had gone into that a little bit more. Such an unrealistic premise, being employed. Oh no, we're going full circle, you guys. We're going full circle. It's coming back to unemployment. Oh man. Everything reminds me of the current socio-economic crisis. Time is a flat circle. The earth is a flat circle. But then, can we go full circle backwards for a bit? So if you're washed, you can still fulfill your Digi-destinies. So true. Also, why is it so hot? 1 second. Your partner Digimon reappearing as a recession indicator. Wait, are Labubu's Digimon? By that logic, are Labubu's Digimon? Labubumon. No. Limina Beast believes the Earth is flat. Go into that algo. Hey, I bet if I pushed flat Earth propaganda, it would actually do well for the algorithm. Algorithm loves propaganda. All right, chat. We gotta find a really good conspiracy theory or propaganda so that we can push the algorithm. I mean, I guess the Labubumon thing is pretty good. Imagine the emblems, the crests, the Labubumon crest, burnout, anxiety, sleepiness, unemployment. So good. The one and only 24 karat gold Labubumon. Oh, wait, 24 karat gold Labubumon is literally, shit, what is Vmon he does like a, what is Vmon's Digivol evolution thing? It's not a crest Digi-evolution. Is it the egg Digi-evolution? I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, the gold armor. That's the 24 karat gold Labubu. Yeah, Magnamon. Wait, what is that evolution called? Is it called gold armor Digi-evolution? Maybe it is just called gold. Are you see Etamon? Oh yeah, there's also the gold Numamon too, isn't there? It's like a golden poop one. There's a gold Etamon too. Yeah, armor Digi evolution is 24 karat gold Labubumon. We're cooking, chat. We're cooking. Write it down. No, stop. You just say words. Feeling better today? I am feeling better today. Thank you for the concern. I don't know what was happening yesterday. I don't know what was off. I feel a lot better today. My cat she's agreeing. Yeah, anyway. It always comes back. It always comes full circle. Every time we talk. Every time we touch. I get this feeling. Oh, okay. Speaking of Labubu Digimon, though, I really do like. Okay, I was gonna talk about this earlier, but I kind of skipped over it because I was listing out the characters that I buy items for, and then I completely forgot. But actually, I really do. They have like a quote-unquote Digimon Labubu. It's not really a Digimon Labubu, but nowadays you just call any plush blind box with a keyring on it a Labubu, and they have Digimon. I've been trying to get the stupid Gatomon Labubu for so long, but I haven't gotten it. I've gotten Patamon like 3 times. I've gotten Agumon. I've gotten Tentamon. I sent Tentamon to Kana. Okay, this is a big miss on my part, but for some reason, I thought for a second when I was sending her package, I thought Tentamon Digivolved into, what the fuck is the cactus one called? Anyway. And so I sent her that one, and I was like, wait. Later, I was like, wait a minute, Togemon. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, Tentamon digivolves into Kabuterimon. I don't know why. For a second, I thought that it digivolved into Togemon. Whatever, it's hers now. Kind of likes bugs more than I do, so you know, I don't know. But yeah, they have these Digimon blind boxes. I've bought so many Digimon blind boxes. You guys don't understand. There's also a like these Digimon blind boxes. So I got another one that was a magnet, and I gave that one to Kana as well because it was Togemon, so that's why she has the Togemon one. I was hoping for Gatomon for that one as well, or Angemon. Okay, so my favorite in terms of Digidestined Digimon, number 1 is Gatomon, obviously. So if we're talking about like rookie form, I mean Gatomon is champion form, but like, you know, like we get the exception for Gatomon. So my top ones in order are, number 1 is Gatomon, number 2 is Gabumon, actually. Wait, let me just look at all the lists so I don't forget anybody. Destined Digimon. Alright. Number 1 is Gatomon. Number 2 is Gabumon, actually. I know everyone's surprised because they would think that it's Patamon, but actually it's Gabumon. And as a kid, I had a huge crush on Matt because everyone had a huge crush on Matt, obviously. So, okay, I like Gatomon, Gabumon, and then I like Patamon, and then I like Gomamon, and then I like Biomon, and then I like Agumon, then Palmon, and then Tentomon. So that's like my list in order. So then in Adventure 2, my order is I like Hawkmon, Armadillomon, Vmon, and then Wormmon. And then in Tamers, Tamers is so hard. And the reason why Tamers is my favorite Digimon is because all 3 are like so top tier. Why is Wormmon so low? Because he's just getting kicked the shit out of half the fucking thing. I love all of them. Like Guilmon, Terriermon, Rainomon is like a peak lineup. I cannot choose. You cannot make me choose. Renamon is wife. Terriermon is Babu. And Guilmon is also Babu. And then Frontier I don't count because they like turn into Digimon and I always thought that was kind of weird. Oh, and I guess that's all they're gonna list here. But Terriermon is so cute. I was losing my mind when I rewatched the movie. I was losing my mind because I forgot how cute Terriermon and Lopmon were. Oh my god, they were so cute. My cuteness aggression was at peak. Momentai. Okay, wait. I was confused because I was like, oh my god, he's gonna Momentai, but he didn't Momentai. But then I realized, oh wait, the Digimon movie, he doesn't Momentai. He Momentais in Tamers. I was like, when is he gonna Momentai? He didn't Momentai. It wasn't Tamers that he Momentais. God, Tamers was so good. So good. It had such a good cast too. Such a good cast. But yeah, as you guys know, my favorite Digimon is Seadramon. I know I have weird Digimon taste, but I like Seadramon and Zephagamon. So, just random Digimon. Tamers is good. Plus, it played into the idea of creating your own Digimon, which is every kid's dream. Yeah, for sure. More Digimon than Pokemon? Okay, I think this is such a hard question for me because as a kid, if you were to ask me in elementary school, I would have absolutely said yes. I like Digimon more than Pokemon because I really like the story aspect of it and I like the partner aspect of it and I liked that the Digimon talked. I liked the games. I mean, I like the Pokemon games too, don't get me wrong, but like something about it just appealed a lot more to me. I liked the Tamagotchi things. Like, I was just really, really into Digimon as a kid. But I think my knowledge of Pokemon runs a lot deeper. And my understanding of the franchise and my nostalgia for it runs a little bit deeper too. Even though throughout almost all of elementary school, I was like an absurd Digimon fan. I really, really liked Digimon and I also really, really liked Zoids. Those were like my two things. Like really, really big for me. I think another thing that you know what's weird that I'm realizing is, okay, I was like, as you guys know, I was a horse / wolf girl, as many of us were back in those days. But I think the part of the thing about Pokemon is they didn't really have like a good wolf Pokemon. Now that I'm thinking about it, they didn't have a cool wolf Pokemon. That's so weird. Like the closest was Arcanine, but I didn't like Arcanine. Arcanine wasn't a wolf. He was like a lion. But I wanted like a cool wolf guy. And they didn't have one in the original Pokemon. So I think I just didn't like it quite as much. Like as a kid, if you asked me what my favorite Pokemon was, I don't even think I could tell you. I don't think I had a favorite Pokemon. I'm trying to think. I had a favorite Pokemon when I was in high school. In high school and in middle school, I really was like an obsessive Pikachu fan. I loved Pikachu. I guess Mightyena is kind of a wolf. Yeah, so actually my favorite Pokemon for a really long time was Houndoom, and I've talked about that. I know Houndoom is like supposed to be kind of like also like a dog, but I thought it was kind of like more of like a wolf-y dog. You know, I know it's like a Doberman, but you know, I don't know. I was like a kid. Yeah, so I think like I didn't really have a favorite Pokemon growing up. Like I just liked them all, I guess, in general. But like Digimon, I had favorite Digimon. And I think that was like the big difference for me. I loved Gatomon growing up, but growing up, definitely Gabumon was my favorite because like I said, I was really into math. Mine was Articuno. I would say that if you asked me from Gen 1, when I was a kid, if you asked little baby Limina what her favorite Pokemon was, she probably would say Jolteon. But back then, Jolteon didn't get any merchandise or anything. So I think it was really hard to express my love for Jolteon as a child. I really liked Jolteon. I especially really liked that one Pokemon card, the Dark Jolteon card. That was like my absolute favorite growing up. Yeah. I guess I just had like a lot more connection with Digimon than Pokemon in a way, but Pokemon was just so much more accessible for me, right? Like at that time, it was just a lot more accessible. I had more like, there was more movies, there was more media. I could read the manga. Like there was just so much stuff. What was your first Pokemon game? My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Blue on the Game Boy Color. Yeah. That was when I was like in the 3rd grade or so. I really liked Pokemon Blue. And then I got Pokemon Yellow. And then I got Pokemon Gold. I didn't get Crystal. And I didn't play Crystal. I got Gold. And then I got Ruby. I got all the ones that people don't like. And then I got Diamond. And then I got, what was that after Diamond? Black and White? I got White. And then after Black and White, what was after Black and White? Sun and Moon? No, I don't know. Anyway, I've played every series basically up until then. Oh, XY. Yeah, XY. I had X. I didn't play Black and White 2. Did you trade with a link cable? I did trade with the link cable. I have my really sad story that I always tell. My sob story is that I played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, and you could only get the Mithril. You could only get the Mithril weapons if you, which was like the most broken weapon in the entire game. You could only get Mithril weapons by link cabling with somebody. And the girl that had introduced me to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, she and I had like a falling out during the 6th grade. Because we went to, this was in the 6th grade. And my cousin saved over my file because I let him play my game. And I lost my save file with all my fucking Mithril weapons. And I couldn't link cable with this girl anymore because she and I had a falling out. So then I had no more Mithril weapons, and I didn't know anybody else who had this game. So I was really, really, really sad. I was so sad that I lost all my Mithril weapons. Yeah, that's how I became the Joker. Did you get him back for it? No, I didn't know anybody else who had the game. You had to have a link cable and you had to be physically there with somebody else who had the game. I was the only person that I knew that I had the game, so I couldn't get him again. You needed a link cable. I don't think I even owned a Link cable. My mom was like, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so my mom was very like strict on how many games I could buy a year. I didn't have that many games. And I didn't own Link cables or accessories. I let a guy borrow my Mewtwo and he claimed his brother threw his game into the aquarium, but he feels bad about it to this day. Man, back then when you would go on Cinnabar Island and surf up and down that one little strip on the right side to get the missing no, oh, good times. Now we have disposable income, we can finally play it again. I'm waiting for the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance remake. I'm waiting. So I'm really excited for the Final Fantasy Tactics remake that you guys are talking about. To be fair, I was not a huge fan of Final Fantasy Tactics. And I was also not a fan of Final Fantasy Tactics A2. My sweet spot was Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, period. That was my game. And I replayed that game, the amount of hours I put into that game. But I feel like I am more open-minded now. So I might be more open towards the original Final Fantasy Tactics because I didn't enjoy it when I played it on PSP. I either played it on PSP or on PS Vita. They remade Crystal Chronicles? Wait, really? It ruined you as like good ruin or like bad ruin? Wait, what? I played Crystal Chronicles at my cousin's house. I never owned the game. It was bad? Well, I didn't know they remade it. It was bad? Why do they do that? Why can't they just make it 1-to-1 for the old one but just make the graphics look nicer? Why do they gotta do that? No quality of life fixes? What's even the point? Why did they bother remaking it? Huh? What? You couldn't play co-op? What? What's even the point? Wait, that's so strange. Why would they even bother at that point? Huh? I do not understand. I don't get it. Square Enix moment. I feel like for the most part, Square Enix does a good job though, no? Like, I feel like the Final Fantasy VII remake, yes, it was very different from the original, but I feel like generally the public reception seems to be good. Like, people seem to be happy about it, right? The majority. I'm not saying everybody's happy about it. I know some people are not happy about it, but I feel like, you know... Trials of Mana, the remake of the famous co-op game being single player only. Oh man, I had no idea. You can play co-op in the remake, but they messed it up if I remember correctly. But I didn't even know they remade it. That bad, huh? They have to completely remake Xenogears. They have yet to remake Xenogears. Square Enix is constantly disappointed. There's a constant disappointment. Xenogears. I haven't played the original one, to be fair. I don't know if they're linked. I've only played Xenosaga, actually. Are they linked? Are Xenogears, Xenosaga, and Xenoblade all linked? Are they connected? Xenogears was done by Monolith, but Bandai has copyright for them. Technically, yes. I'd like to experience Xenogears now that I've played some of Xenoblade. You mean you watched the movie game Xenosaga? There were a lot of cutscenes. All three are made by the same team that moved between 3 different companies. Oh, same creator, same basic idea, not technically linked due to copyright, but yes, totally linked. Oh, interesting. Also dangling the carrot of potentially new Final Fantasy Tactics games if the remaster sells well. I know. So then we gotta support it, right, chat? We gotta support it to buy the remaster so that they keep making them, because I need my FFTA remastered stat. I need it yesterday. I feel like a lot of people really like the Xenoblade games. I have the one for Switch, but I couldn't get into it because I felt like it was just so like tropey and cheesy, but I feel like maybe it's worth giving it a second shot too. Final Fantasy IX remake? They're remaking Final Fantasy IX. They're doing all these things I don't even know. Okay, Final Fantasy IX remake. Oh, there's been no official announcement, but significant rumors and circumstantial evidence, including an Nvidia link. We're never gonna get the Final Fantasy IX remake. I never played 9, so I can't say anything, to be honest. Xenoblade 2 has Gotcha, if that helps. If these games weren't 50+ hour games, it would be nice to play on stream. Yeah. You might enjoy Xenoblade X since it has Mecha. It just takes a while to get to them. I do have the original game, so, you know, makes me feel like I should play it, but I'm more into Dragon Quest than Final Fantasy. My only experience with Dragon Quest was actually the Monster Tamers one. I also played that on Game Boy Color. Tara's Adventure. Dragon Quest Tara's Adventure was my jam. I loved that game. I loved that game so much. That got me through many a plane rides and summers. Yeah. A really good game. I wanted to play the newer Dragon Quest games too, because I've never played them, so I figured I'd want to try them out, but I just haven't gotten around to it because there's just so many freaking games. I've been wanting to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake too, and I haven't gotten around to that either. 11 is very good. Okay, let's see. Dragon Quest. Didn't they also do the remake? I heard the remake was really good. Did you play the remake? I played more FF spin-offs than mainline. Oh, me too, trust me. I need to finish Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That game is too bloated. I love 11. Okay, lots of people are singing praises about 11. I never knew Dragon Quest X is online. Dragon Quest X is online? Dragon Quest. Oh. Dragon Quest X. $11 also has MMO aspects to it. 1 and 2 remake is in October. Oh, it's not out yet. I like the weird one of the 3 OG Yes. I own a Yes game and I've started it, but I haven't finished it. I haven't finished it, so I actually don't know. Yes, are so good. I also have started the Trails of series multiple times and didn't finish them. I think I started the Trails of series a little too late, and they felt a little too tropey for me as well in that time. Like, I don't inherently hate tropey characters in games, but I think the problem is, and you will see me talk about this all the time, it's my recurring theme, I can't shut up about it, but I just think that now we live in a society where we have so much choice. We have so many options. We can play so many games. And if I can choose between playing a tropey game or a game with tropey characters versus a game with more mature characters, for the lack of a better word, I will usually pick the latter. What does tropey mean to you? Like really anime tropey. Like Xenoblade is a really good example of that. You have the one character who's like a tsundere. And she's very tsundere-y. Very, very one-dimensional characters. And you have the main character who's like just really gung-ho and cool, you know? And like wants to save the world and usually kind of quiet and stuff. And you know. Xenoblade gets really mature though. Oh, I guess it's just the first impression was really bad. It was incredibly tropey from when I played it. I played the one that was the first one that came out on Switch, like when the Switch first was released though, so I don't know. I hope they remake Tales of the Abyss so I don't have to break out 3DS or PS2. Which one was Tales of the Abyss? I've played a couple Tales game, but I don't remember which ones I've played. Oh, I played Vesperia on stream at one point. Oh, I think that's actually the only one that I've played. I have a friend who's really into Tales of the Abyss, but I haven't played it myself. Tales of Arise is pretty good subversion of some of those. Really? Oh, I wanted to play Tales of Cilia because I really like the main character girl's design. I thought she had like top tier design. That's probably 2. That's Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and is the most quote unquote tropey. The others are a bit different from that. I see. I see. How many Xenoflans who will fight you if you talk bad about Xenoblade 2? I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would. And that's fine. People are allowed to have opinions. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I think that it's totally fine, but it's just like one of those things that if I'm not wowed in the first couple hours of the game, I just can't sink 50 hours in the game. Do you know what I mean? That's the part that's difficult for me. I don't have time. Main girl in Cilia is voiced by Miyuki Sawashiro. Maybe that's also why I wanted to play it so bad. RPGs are time consuming. They are. And there's just not enough time in a day for me to play all these games. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 had a very slow start. Unfortunately, 3 gets right into it. I see. That's good to know. I really love the designs of Xenoblade Chronicles as well. So I'm really unfortunate that I just didn't really fully get plunged into it. I have too many games on my game backlog, and a lot of them I can't play on stream just because, you know. What's your favorite mech game? Oh man, my favorite mech game. To be fair, I don't actually like a lot of mech games. And I talked about this a little bit when I was playing Daemon X Machina. And I think part of that is because I really like mechs. I don't really like the fantasy of actually piloting them. Like I don't want, I think that's the reason why Armored Core never really quite hit with me. Because it just feels like I don't want to actually simulate piloting one. The most that I want to simulate piloting one is, oh shoot, what is that arcade game? What is that arcade game? Wait, shoot. Something on. Virtual On! Virtual On. Virtual On. I love Virtual On. I love Virtual On. That game was my jam. It was so fun. It's so fun. That is probably the most in terms of like simulating a mech experience, because it's so goofy. It's not really simulating a mech experience. Like that's what I want out of simulating a mech experience. But I don't want to like think about my thruster levels in conjunction with my fuel economy and whatever. Like, though I don't want all of the technical stuff. I just want the cool parts. And you can call me simple, you can call me dense, whatever you want to call me. I don't give a shit. That's my MO. I'm trying to think of a mech game that I really enjoyed. You want to fire a giant fucking laser? Yes, exactly. That's what I want. Okay, you know what my favorite mech game is? This controversial opinion is Titanfall 2. My favorite mech game is Titanfall 2. That's my favorite mech game. And I'm patiently waiting for a Titanfall 3. That's my lukewarm take. I mean, but I feel like people don't really wouldn't consider that as like a mech game, right? It's never coming. No, let me cope. Let me cope. To be fair, I just haven't played a lot of mech games because a lot of them don't really appeal to my tastes, because a lot of them are like Armored Core, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not what I'm in the market for. I really liked Nier, by the way. I will say, I'm really sad I didn't finish it. I think a lot of people think I didn't finish it because I didn't like it, but I actually did really like it. I just did, you know, it's one of those things. Tactical mecha, okay, let's see which one you're talking about. Phantom Brigade. Okay, the other problem that I have with a lot of mech franchises is that I'm a fucking weeb with a capital W. So if it doesn't have anime girls in it, I'm really much less interested. I know I say that all the time, and I know it sounds so insane and stupid and superficial, but that's just what it is. Like, I love PSO. PSO2 was my jam, and I also actually played Phantasy Star, the RPG, and I really liked it as well. Big fan. Like Phantom Brigade, it's uninteresting to me because the mechs aren't sexy enough, and there's not enough hot anime women. You guys, I sound like an incel. I really do mean it though. I can't get into it unless it has anime girls. Plus, I can't get into it if it has too many anime tropes, make you very hard to shop for. And I'm not saying that I'm easy to shop for. I'm not saying that I am easy to shop for. Okay, I will not pretend what I am not. Right? I know what I am. I know what I am. I'm just trying to explain to you guys what I am, so you don't get it twisted. So you understand. You sound like one of those incels on Twitter who complain about video games. Okay, I can't help it. I just like anime titties. What do you want me to do? I'm just doing my best. Okay. I liked Super Robot Wars. I can't say it's my favorite game because I didn't play through all of it. I'm a fake fan. I can't say that I like, you know. But that's an example of a game that I like. I like Advance Wars. Does Advance Wars count, chat? It's not really mechs. It's like, I wish they were mechs. They're kind of more just like, you know, tanks and stuff. But it has hot anime women. So, you know, I'm focused. I'm locked in. Learn to mod and add anime titties to everything. Problem solved. Those modders are doing God's work out there. Advance Wars is just a strategy game. Okay, well, I don't have many answers for you guys, chat. I'm sorry. Didn't I play Zone of Enders? I own it. Did we not play Zone of Enders? I have the game. I have Zone of Enders, the second runner. Did we not play this? Why do I own this game? I just haven't. Days of Ruin is the best. I love Days of Ruin. Days of Ruin is great. Every game can have hot anime woman if you can mod it. It's true. How many hours played? Well, I have like 5 Steam accounts, so unfortunately I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know. Chroma Squad. Looking it up. Oh, this is so cute. Tactical RPG. Oh, wait, they're like Sentai guys. They're like little Sentai guys. Wait, that's so cute. No little pixels. Why so many Steam accounts? Well, that's unfortunately just the name of the game. I do not wish I had this many Steam accounts, let me tell you. This is not a choice. Alright, let's see. Mecha games. Mecha games. No, that's the store. Best mecha games. The best mecha games. GameRant.com. Okay, here we go. Super Robot Wars 30. Great game. Enjoyed it. I didn't finish it. Zone of Enders, the second runner. I literally have that in my playset. I can't remember if I played it or not. Robot Alchemic Drive. I've never seen this before. Oh, PlayStation 2 2002? You're gonna give me 2002 games? Come on now. Come on now. You can't do this to me. Into the Breach. I actually have been recommended this, but it doesn't have hot anime women. I think we played it. Played the demo or something. Bring back Dynasty Warriors Gundam. I did have Dynasty Warrior Gundams. I'm awaiting the Mecha Break stream to see your reaction. I want to play Mecha Break because I really enjoyed the beta a lot, actually. But I heard people are really unhappy with the game right now. So, yeah. Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost on PlayStation 4. Nope, I don't know this game. We did enjoy Gundam Overwatch though. We did enjoy Gundam Overwatch. That was a good game. I had a good time. I mean, it wasn't the best game, but I had a good time. Titanfall 2. There we go. Best mecha game of all time. And Armored Core 6, which we struggled with. I mean, I had a good time when we played it. It just was really hard. And I don't think I think it was just clearly I was not meant to play that game. You know what I mean? Okay, wait, this one has more. This one has more on the list. We have Hard Reset, no anime girls. Sidearms, no anime girls. Assault Suit Linos, no anime girls. Chained Echoes. What's Chained Echoes? Have you guys played Chained Echoes? Is Chained Echoes any good? It's a JRPG. Is there mech in this? Is this a mecha? It's in your to-do. It looks cute. The mechs and Chained Echoes are like stands though. Like JoJo stands? I see. Wolf Stride. Nope, doesn't look like it has anime girls. Cyberbots, Full Metal Madness, no anime girls. Super Robot Wars 30, we already talked about that. Daemon X Machina, we just played that. Pizza Titan Ultra, that does not seem like my kind of game. Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. I have played Dynasty Warriors Gundam. I've played the PS2 ones. No, PS3 ones. Cyberbots does in fact have anime girls? Okay, we're looking it up. Cyberbots. Cyberbots, Full Mega Madness. Oh, it's a Capcom game. Why is it $1? Oh, it's like an old arcade game from like yesteryear. Okay, we skip on that one. Mech Assault. Okay, nope. Brigador. Nope. Mech Warrior Online. Nope. Gundam Breaker 3. Rest in peace. Actually, no. Gundam Breaker 3 is the one that we played recently that isn't dead, but the game kind of sucked. Battle Tech. Nope. Armored Core. We talked about that already. Titanfall 2. Mech Commander 2. Nope. Xenogears. Xenogears is in here. Steel Battalion. Nope. Front Mission. Nope. Zona Enders. We talked about that. Into the Breach. We talked about that. Metal Wolf Chaos. This one doesn't look like it has anime girls in it either. Future Cop LAPD. Nope. Oh, absolutely not. Wall World? No. And then Armored Core. Metal Wolf Chaos is gold, but no anime. Gotcha. Custom Robo was great. I did play Custom Robo as well. I played it on the DS, I think. Was there a DS version? Pretty sure I played it on the DS. I really liked Custom Robo a lot, actually. That was a really cool game. Am I making that up? I only see like an N64 version. There was a DS version? Yeah. The DS version? Oh, I see the DS version now. Custom Robo was cool. I love that game. There was this dinosaur game that was really similar to Custom Robo, except it was like Custom Robo, but instead of robot parts, you just get little dinosaur parts or something. And I like that game too. I don't have anything about dinosaurs. I don't really like particularly like them, but I had that game for some reason, and I really like that game. Was it Dinosaur King? Let me see. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was Dinosaur King. King Okaze, thank you so much for the super chat. Metabots reboot when? Okay, I actually talked about this on Kana stream because it came up, but like, I actually rewatched Metabots kind of recently, like maybe 2 years ago. Wait, Fossil Fighter? Wait, Fossil Fighter sounds more right. No, you're right. It's Fossil Fighters. It's Fossil Fighters. Dude, Fossil Fighters was so fun. There was like this part where it felt like that minigame in Pokemon where you like are digging up fossils. Do you think it still holds up? No. So that was the thing that I was sorry, I'm getting this ADHD is happening. Metabots I think did not hold up. I think there's parts of it that are kind of funny where it feels like, cuz okay, objectively 4Kids dubbing is actually genuinely funny. I know that's controversial. I know some people really hate 4Kids dub, but I think like as a kid, the 4Kids dub was awesome. And rewatching some of it now, it's still like some of it's just so funny. It's just good. It's just like, it's not, is it accurate to the original? No. But is it really fun and like goofy? Yes. 4Kids didn't do the EN dub for Metabots. Well, that's probably the problem. Now there's your problem. That's the boldest use of the word objective. I thought everyone hated the 4Kids dubs. No? Were we not on we all hate 4Kids? I thought everybody hated 4Kids dubs. So that's what I thought it was a well, oh, because I said objectively. Okay, fine. Maybe not objectively, subjectively. You're right. I think it's funny. I think they did a good job trying to bring in that sort of like early 2000s humor into this thing and make it relatable for kids. And I think if you watch it now, you'll find yourself like laughing at some of the stupid jokes that they put in there and stuff. Anyway, the Metabots one is like very bad. It's not that type of 4Kids dub. And now I know why, because it wasn't done by 4Kids. It feels like what the 4Kids dubs accomplished, like trying to do that, but not doing it well. So it's not funny. All the characters are really annoying and childish, which of course they are, because that's what they like, you know, they're kids, right? But it doesn't really feel like something, I don't know how to explain this, but there are certain series that are meant for children that you can watch as an adult and you can still feel like as an adult you can enjoy it. You don't have to like mentally dumb it down too much. Obviously there's things in kids shows that you feel like, okay, well, you just have to let this go because it's meant for children. But I do think that in general, Metabots felt like it was a bad dub, I guess. I don't really know. It just didn't really hit right. Speaking of that bad dubbing, have you watched the Duel Masters stuff? I haven't watched any of Duel Masters stuff at all. I think Duel Masters kind of came out when I was a bit older, so I wasn't really watching dubbed stuff anymore at that time. Have you tried Mass Builder? I haven't tried Mass Builder. I'm looking it up. Mass Builder. Oh, I have seen this. I think this was in my it was in my wish list. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at all the screenshots. See, but the thing is, I feel like most mecha games look like this. A lot of them are just like, here's some cool mechs and you can get parts and you can build your own mech and you can run around and like shoot other mechs, which is obviously cool, but well, this one kind of looks like EDH a little bit too. Or yeah, EDF. EDF. It looks like EDF a little bit. But I guess it's just like that sort of that general game vibe is not super my vibe. Granted, I haven't played it, so I'm just making a very general, broad statement. But this one seems new. Maybe I try this one out. It's early access. The Earth Defense Horse, exactly. There are cute anime girls in this one though. I'm intrigued. Color me intrigued. I mean, I think EDF is like a fine game. I don't like love EDF. I know some people really, really are into EDF, and I've played EDF, and it's I enjoyed it with friends, but I don't like love it. We need to get a Monster Rancher mecha game. Oh my god, I love Monster Rancher so much, you guys. Okay, here's the thing. For me, with video games, okay, I really like mechs as like a genre, but not as like a game genre, as like a world setting genre. So I really like mech anime, for example, and I like mech, like I like Gundam, I like building mechs, I like looking at mechs. But I think like it's just one of those things where when I'm playing a video game, a lot of the mech stuff just doesn't quite hit for me. If that makes sense. Yeah, I love Code Geass too. It's one of my favorite anime. Thank you for the super chat, King Okaze. If you wanted to check out a TCG to play on the side, Echoes of Astro will be launching soon on Kickstarter. I don't play Kickstarter TCGs. I mean, I know Grand Archive is a Kickstarter TCG, but I don't really consider it a Kickstarter TCG anymore. And I also, when I played it, it was kind of already past the Kickstarter phase, for example. I am understandably, I think, skeptical of Kickstarter games all the time. And if I were to get into Kickstarter games, I feel like there's just so many games out there. You enjoy the idea of mechs showing up and being cool. Yeah, I like the idea of mechs. I like the idea of mechs being there. I like looking at mechs. I like the existence of mechs. I like building mechs. I just don't tend to like the games that they tend to I just don't like the games that they tend to put out that are in that genre, I suppose. So yeah. I'm trying to think of like other games now. Okay, I will say that also my other problem is that my number one like genres, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, like my number one genres at the very top for me are monster raising simulators, JRPGs, turn-based JRPGs, turn-based tactics JRPGs, and visual novels. Those are my primary 4 favorite. I guess if you want to go to 5, the 5th one would be like competitive, like shooters or MOBAs, right? This is besides TCGs. I think TCGs are like not necessarily a video game. They've become a video game genre now, but I think I don't really categorize it in my brain as like a genre of video game. So like in terms of like video games, like these are the 5 genres that I personally really like, and unfortunately like all of them are really bad for stream. And like there's some really cool mech visual novels too, for example, like Demon's Bane is a really good one. There's a couple other ones too, and I really like visual novels in general. So I would love to play those, but those do really, 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 really badly on YouTube. Kingo, thank you so much for the super chat again. John d'Arc playthrough went. What is John d'Arc? Okay, I'm looking it up. John d'Arc game. Uma Musume, where does that fall in your category? I feel like Uma Musume is like a... So, Uma Musume, the actual game genre is daughter raising simulator, which is different than monster raising simulator. So daughter raising simulator is something like Princess Maker. Princess Maker is probably the most famous of that category, and it has a lot to do with that same thing as Uma Musume. If you like Uma Musume, you should play Princess Maker, because Princess Maker is like the OG daughter raising simulator. And it has a lot to do with your like time management. It has to do with like where you're gonna do what and when. It has to do with timing. It has to do with stamina management, which is one of my least favorite things. When I play Uma Musume, I like to play it brain dead. When I play Uma Musume, I turn my brain off and just click random stuff, and it's fun because I like to click random stuff, and I like the horse girls because they're cute, and the last thing I want to do is look at a spreadsheet. So I don't look at a spreadsheet, I just click random stuff, I get whatever place, I'm not competitive, I'm happy with the results. Great. Even in visual novels or dating sims, I really hate when they add time management to it. It's my least favorite part whenever they have something like that. So I'm not a fan of like Tokimeki Memorial or any of those things. John d'Arc looks really cute, by the way. It reminds me a little bit of Final Fantasy Tactics, but it also reminds me a little bit of Bravely Default. I really like their gameplay for Bravely Default, but I actually really complain a lot about the story for Bravely Default. If that game had come out and I had just played it, I would have done like a whole ass rant stream on the story, but John d'Arc is good and doesn't get talked about enough. When did this come out? Seems like an older game, maybe? But I can't tell. PSP game? Is it a PSP game? Oh, it's a level 5 game. I do like level 5. PSP game? VTuber Raising Sim game went... Okay, I don't mind management sim games, though. I wouldn't say it's like up there on my list, but I would say it's higher than daughter raising simulators. I think they are very different. For example, I liked Idol Manager a lot. I thought Idol Manager was super fun. And same with Dona Dona. That was also like a management sim game. How about The Great Villainous Strategy of Lily? Isn't that one also a daughter raising sim? Wait, The Great Villainous Strategy of Lily. Turn-based strategy game. Oh, actually, I don't think I've seen this one. I don't know what this is. The art's really cute, though. The art's so good. The first reviews. Do you want a game about revolutionary lesbians rising up against fascism and standing up for the people who fascism aims to exclude? It's funny. A lot of Yuri fans in the comments. Yuri strategy. Everyone raving about the Yuri. This person's name is Yuri fan. Interesting. Unfixable girl failure girl boss, the tactics game. The art looks really good though. I like the art a lot. I'm not like big into romance though. Unless it's like just straight up like a visual novel, like a dating simulator. I like dating simulators, but I'm not a fan of romance genres. I mean, it doesn't seem like a romance heavy genre though. The art's so good. I like the art a lot. I can't really tell what the actual gameplay is. I need Limina to play Crusader King at some point. Crusader King is like... That game looks crazy. I mean, I've played Civ. And we can only win through religion, but... Toki Memo Stream? No, I don't want to play Toki Meki Memorial. I hate that game. It's so much time managed. Oh, my nightmare. How do you feel about Grisaya? I like Grisaya, but I haven't finished it. I played like the original Fruit of Grisaya like long time ago. Or did I watch the anime? Is there an anime? I can't tell. I don't remember. Thoughts on Katawa Shoujo? I have the art book that was published like over 10 years ago. I liked Katawa Shoujo. I thought it was a cool novel experience, but because it's a very indie game, I didn't think the stories were... I thought they were kind of short. Like, I didn't really feel super invested in any of the characters. To be fair, I know this is like a hot take and people don't want to hear this, but I felt the same way about Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't know if it has to do with the... For some of these games, not all of them, like translation or something, that I felt like a little bit like, oh, I wasn't quite in love with this character yet, and then it ended, and I'm kind of like, oh, like, okay, I guess I'm supposed to be in love with this character now, but I don't really feel that I'm in love with this character now. Are both of those games EN original? Oh, maybe they are. Maybe it's just the writing then. I don't know. I assume that they weren't EN original. But I for both of those games in particular, I did feel like it fell a little short in terms of feeling like I'm invested in the characters as much as I felt like I wanted to be, if that makes sense. They're way shorter than visual novels I'm used to. Yeah, I think that's like my thing too. Like, I think I'm used to these like 100+ hours if you want to do every route visual novels, and when you hold it to that sort of standard, it falls a little bit short. Ever 17. I don't think I know Ever 17. No, I'm not familiar with Ever 17. Can't say I've seen this game. I really want to play Me, You, and Her Love Story. That one's like really high on my list of ones I want to play, and probably I've been kind of trying to find a good time to play it on stream, but I feel like I might just have to play that one on my own. What about Umineko? Umineko, I didn't play the visual novel and I didn't watch the anime. Oh, I did watch the anime, but I didn't watch all of it, I don't think. I read the manga actually for that one. And I was really, really into it because that was during one of my Chuuni phases, and I think I read that in like 2012 or something, 2011. Maybe actually 2011, and I was really, really into Umineko and I thought it was so cool. And I used to like freaking quote the like, you gotta turn around the chessboard or whatever. I thought it was so cool and so like mind-blowing at the time. But I didn't really get into it. I was like a fake fan. I just read the manga and I didn't really truly understand the depth of the series. I just thought the concepts were cool and I really liked the characters a lot. But I would say I was a fake fan. Yeah. I like visual novels a lot, but I also feel like a fake fan with visual novels because I didn't really get to play a ton of them. I didn't really know at the time how to... Okay, I've said this before, but I actually didn't have a Steam account until like 2018. I think 2018 was the first time I made a Steam account. I didn't know Steam really existed when I had played like TF2 before, because I had played TF2 like once before when I was in high school. I played it on a friend's account. Like, I didn't understand Steam. And anytime I bought games, it was like I'd have to buy them physically. So a lot of the visual novels and stuff that I played, I had to purchase on like PSP, PS Vita, on like any Nintendo device. I love visual novels, but I feel like a fake fan because I keep jumping between them because they're like 7+7. It's so real. No, I feel you. I'm a fake fan too. Don't get me wrong. And I didn't really know like visual novels proper existed until much later. I think for a long time, I really only knew of like either like eroge or garage or otome games. So I only knew of the romance aspect of visual novels for a really long time. And I didn't actually find out about like non-romance visual novels until essentially, well, I played Phoenix Wright and I didn't realize that Phoenix Wright was actually like a visual novel until much later. Like it took me, I didn't realize that was like its own, I thought it was just its own thing. I didn't realize it was like a genre. And then I played like 999, and then there was like Danganronpa, and there was like a lot of other series that were similar to that. So that's when I kind of started realizing that, oh, this is like its own sort of genre. I hope you get time to enjoy playing Date Everything. Oh yeah, Date Everything. I heard a lot of good things about that one. You can date like the refrigerator and like shadows and your window and stuff. Seems kind of fun. Seems goofy. Seems like something I'd be into. I definitely haven't had time. I like Saya no Uta. I haven't played Saya no Uta either. I've been wanting to play that too. It's really good. It's really fun. Good for stream. Gotta play Hotable. I've played Hotable Boyfriend. And I also played the BL route, that's what it's literally called. Hotable Boyfriend is genuinely really good. If you like horror, you don't have to be into BL. You don't have to like romance. If you are into horror, Hotable Boyfriend is unironically really, really good. And I highly recommend checking it out. Hotable Boyfriend made me so fucking scared. I couldn't play it at night. I had like nightmares. It was like so scary. I was so scared. It's like genuinely scary ass fucking game. It's a good game though. Really, really good. Do recommend. And I think it's one of those games that if a streamer plays it, like blind playthrough first time, you should watch it because it's so goofy to watch them. It's so goofy to just, yeah, get someone's first impression on the game when they're going in completely blind and don't know anything about it. Hello, Matt. Hello. Welcome in. We're just talking about visual novels. Talking about Hotable Boyfriend. Well, the first time I played Hotable Boyfriend, I didn't realize that BL route existed. I just played the route and I was like, oh, this is funny and it's cute and the guys are cool, like I like this. And then I found out of the BL route. I think I unlocked it like accidentally while just going through the other ones, and I was like, wait a fucking minute, what is this? And then it got so scary so fast. I was so scared. I played a lot of those like weird knockoff visual novels, like we were talking about, like Sex Kitten on like Newgrounds and stuff like that, like those weird hentai games. But I don't really consider those like real games because I think those were just like genuinely meant for the hentai, and then like that was it. There was no plot beyond that. I know somebody asked about Zero's Escape. Okay, so I have like a funny story about 999. I've talked about this before, but like I have a couple things about 999. So first of all, 999, I didn't love 999. Yeah, that's my controversial take. I didn't love 999. Fujo Mei is like a huge 999 fan. She loves 999. But I think the thing about 999 was that there were too many things in terms of story plot that didn't make any sense, that just made me so upset. It was, I can suspend my disbelief up to a certain point, but there were so many points of 999 that made no fucking sense. No sense. I just didn't understand. Okay, AI Somnium Files is a really good example. AI Somnium Files also has parts that don't make any sense, but I can suspend my disbelief for those things. But 999, because the whole core of this mystery is one of us is the killer, who is it? And it's like, how do you not know? Oh, I've done this game before, but I forgot. What? Oh, my kids were in this game before, and there was like a whole fucking lawsuit, but I forgot. Huh? What? Oh yeah, this person's my sibling, but I forgot. What? And just so many, like, everything was just like, it felt like very convenient. So like none of the plot reveals were like interesting, because every time they revealed the plot thing, it was like, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. How come this person didn't know about that? How come that person didn't know about it? I don't understand how this could have happened. I don't understand how this could have happened. Oh yeah, that's right. I had this really traumatic incident. I mean, sure, you can forget trauma. If it was like one character, it could have been fine, but it was like every single character. I was like, okay. I don't think I am believing anything anymore. I will say the Axe ending was like so cool. I was like, whoa, that's so crazy. Like I was like in shock. I was like, whoa. That was awesome. And the other thing about 999 was that actually I only got to like 3 endings or 2 endings, I think. But every time, this is so stupid. I have like weird anxiety. I've talked about this before. I have like very weird pointed anxiety. And one of my things of anxiety is like doors opening in dark, scary hallways. And every time you went into one of the puzzle rooms in 999, it had this loading sequence that was a door opening. And that door opening with the creaking sound gave me like anxiety. And I think when I say anxiety, people don't really understand what I mean by it gave me anxiety. But it actually gave me like heart palpitations, anxiety. Like it made me so anxious. Like really anxious. So I actually couldn't so those 2 endings I played, and then I couldn't play the rest, and I had to look up the rest of the endings. Don't ever play the original Resident Evil games. I can't do the doors scare me. Doors scare me so much. I don't know what about doors. Just crazy. That sounds rather unpleasant for trying to enjoy a game. Well, so that's why when Zero's Escape came out, I was like, well, I really didn't enjoy the story of 999. I didn't enjoy the doors. I don't think I'm going to enjoy Zero's Escape, so I didn't play it. On the inverse side, I really liked Danganronpa. And Danganronpa also has lots of weird areas where you have to suspend your disbelief. But I didn't feel like any of them felt like story breaking for me, so I felt okay suspending my disbelief for that. And I really enjoyed Danganronpa. Danganronpa 2, I enjoyed a little bit less because it also had that same thing where there were a little bit too many points of suspending your disbelief. And so I didn't quite enjoy it as much as Danganronpa 1, but I still liked 2. Everything after 2 was just like, it felt like a cash grab. I hated all of it. Also, I was watching, I didn't play Danganronpa 1 myself. I actually read it through the Something Awful forums. So this is before Danganronpa was officially translated. So some fan was translating it on, and if you were around the internet at this time and you were on Tumblr specifically, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There was this forum on Something Awful that you could read through someone's fan translation of the entire game. And they didn't upload it like the entire game at once. So it was literally like episodic for me. I was like hanging on to the edge of my seat waiting for them to post the next episode. Like, what happens next? What happens? And it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. And I think like, so that sort of slow burn too, weirdly, just made me more excited about the game. And I really, really liked Danganronpa a lot. But yeah, 2 was a little bit less enjoyable, but I also quote unquote played 2 via the forums. I didn't play it myself because it wasn't out yet. This was like 2011, 2012. The games weren't out in English yet. The games didn't come out in English until like 2013 or so. So I had read it via the forums as it was coming out in Japan. So I think the vibe was a little bit different. I think there's a little bit of like bias because of that experience / nostalgia that kind of made it extra fun for me and exciting to be in a community where people are kind of like speculating what's going to happen next. Stuff like that were just really interesting and fun. So I really enjoyed it. Did you ever play 100 Line? I didn't play 100 Line. I really want to play it, but I've heard from XP that it's like, you know, very, yeah. I heard it's time consuming and soul consuming. So I really wanted to replay it, but I just don't have the time, unfortunately. What if doors scare you because you have repressed childhood fears of a closet monster? Okay, wait. Fun fact, because I have aphantasia, I have never been afraid of the dark or closet monsters or under the bed. Ever. I've never been afraid of that because I have aphantasia. So I can't imagine, like, I can't do the whole imagination bit of like, there's a monster. Like, monsters don't exist. Because I can't imagine them. You should stream like 75 streams of 100 line for us. I'd really like that. I've seen multiple channels die by doing that, so I will not be doing that, unfortunately. 100 lines is so good, but money. I think, you know, if you're not like in a hankering to get it right away, you could probably wait for it to go on sale. But I do want to play it. It seems so up my alley, honestly. I hadn't thought of that. If you can't imagine boogeyman in the dark, you can't instill fear in yourself. Interesting. So the only time that I was ever afraid of the dark, was I was afraid of the dark after I had an existential crisis. When I we're getting existential again. When I became unreligious, when I became atheist, I suddenly realized that there is no, you know, in my perspective, I'm not trying to debate anybody, and I'm not saying that anybody's right or wrong, but like, I had a realization in high school because I had been really devout Christian my entire life. And then I was like, wait, if there's no God, that means that there is no afterlife. That means if I die, I just disappear. And I could not sleep for like weeks. Genuinely. And that was when I realized why religion exists. It was this extreme feeling of like, what the fuck happens to me if I die? Does my consciousness just stop existing? Like, how does that work? And for a week, I couldn't sleep. You know, I will say though, I think that genuinely saved me because I was extremely depressed in high school. And, you know, I had thoughts, right? I had really depressive thoughts. And I think that fear of dying genuinely saved my life, which is crazy to think about. So I had this weird cycle of like being a teenager and wanting to die, but being so fucking afraid of death, being so scared of dying. Well, that's probably why I'm really fucked up now, but you know, that's probably why I am who I am now. But, you know, very common for many people. Yeah, I have a friend who told me that when she watched a documentary about how small the Earth was in the scale of the universe, she like broke down crying because she just realized how insignificant all of our lives are. I think in a weird way, main character syndrome and thinking that you are the main character and thinking that the world revolves around you is a sense of like self-preservation too. Nothing like thinking about mortality to make you appreciate your existence. Exactly. Have you ever played Catherine? I did play Catherine. I played Catherine. It was really fucking hard. I really liked the game, but it was such a freaking hard game. That game is so hard. I played the original Catherine on like PS3 or whatever, and that game was so hard. Having clinical depression when you grew up religious is rough. You're waiting for the peace you were promised just to kick in. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. Weirdly, becoming atheist when I was in high school like saved my life. There was competitions for the puzzle map. I mean, I believe it. That game is really hard. The same feeling when you open this skill tree and Path of Exile. I can't do Path of the PoE is like, that skill tree is so fucking terrifying. I can't do it. I can't do it. The void is pretty scary. Yeah. I think it's like the concept of like your consciousness ceasing to exist is just like freaking terrifying. And the idea that like I could sleep and not wake up or not be conscious while I'm sleeping, That very thought scared the shit out of me. Like just the idea of not being able to have consciousness was so terrifying. Like that's how bad it was. Batman has an alternate universe version where he is nihilistic and does horrible shit because in the grand scheme it doesn't matter. That's so real, honestly. But you know, I think it's good to give yourself like you know, meaning to your life. Damn, Limit, I keep you to chill and listen to you over. I'm sorry. Today has been extremely existential. It has not been a chill Zatsu. Today has been just an existential crisis after another. Yeah. That's... Nothing matters, and why does root beer taste so good? So true. Now I'm like, shit, other people feel this too. It's crazy. But it's good. It's good to know. It's good to be aware that it's not just you. It's other people too, right? Ino from Guilty Gear has time traveled so much trying to fix things that she gave up and now thinks of herself as the only person who actually exists. Time for sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I think like, I really did go into the YOLO mentality after that. Really. I really went into like full YOLO mode where I was like, not like full YOLO mode as in like I want to harm my body or do things that harm my body or risk my life. It was more like I went into YOLO mode of really truly embracing what I really enjoy and what I love and what I want to do and what I want to make my life be, because life is short and it doesn't matter, so I want to make it matter for me and I want to prioritize my happiness. That was kind of where I came out of that, and I spent a lot of my college trying to figure out how I could prioritize my happiness and make the best of my life, and that's why I'm here. Because despite me being close to my mid-30s, I want to live my best life and do the things that I enjoy, and part of that is being a fucking anime girl on the internet. And that might be cringe, and that might be a waste of my time, but I like this. I'm having fun. You aren't mid-limit, you're cool. Thanks. I needed the reassurance. Nice. My crisis gave me an incredible disdain for capitalism, and I just want to live in the mountains now. Yeah. I've thought about that too, but I am too much of a city gal, I think. I need to be... I don't even like living in the suburbs. I think even where I'm now is like sometimes too suburby, you know? I like being around. I think because I'm so like isolated in my own room, in my own house all the time, I just need to sometimes be outside and see people and be like, oh yes, people exist. I will turn into a fucking shut-in and be crazy. But I've always kind of like been around a city, and I've lived in Asia for a long time, so I just really enjoy that sort of city life. Moving to city made me feel way better. Me too. I think something about just like being surrounded by other people and just feeling that like camaraderie of like we're all doing our best together and everyone's hustling and everyone's living life, and like I just like people watching and stuff. Like I don't know, something about that is can be really uplifting. There's nothing more I love than to just sit in a cafe and just watch everybody else and stuff. Not interacting with people, watching people. Very different. Very different. Being a city is like looking at the Steam backlog. I'm not gonna play it, but it's nice to know the options there. Exactly, exactly. Astray, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I feel like I'd love to be a farmer tending to my chickens. Oh my gosh. I want chickens, you guys. I think you could even like live in a suburb and get chickens, right? You don't have to be a farmer. You could just have a chicken. I had a friend who had chickens. Well, she didn't have chickens. Her family had chickens. And they didn't have that much space. I mean, that's probably kind of inhumane for the chicken, but I wonder if my cats would kill a chicken though. Getting like fresh eggs every day. I really like watching chicken TikToks of like people who raise chickens. I really like those chicken that have like the fluffy feet. They're so cute. Chickens don't need that much space. Coops aren't that big. Neighbors will hate you though. Are they loud? I mean, you don't have to have a rooster, right? You could just have chickens. I mean, they're kind of clucky, but they're not like super loud, are they? You've had those fluffy feet chicken? Oh my god, the fluffy feet chicken are so cute. The fluffy feet chicken are like the equivalent of like Highland cows. Ah, Highland cows are so cute. But I don't know. I don't really trust myself with not animals that can't take care of themselves. Self-sufficient animals. Cats are great because my cats are very self-sufficient. I really do the bare minimum. I have an auto litter box. I have auto feeders. I have to clean one of the litter boxes by hand, but auto water. Cats just take care of themselves. I don't have to bathe them. I don't have to clean them. It's just like chill. Conrad, thank you so much for the gift and membership. I really appreciate it. That's why cats are the best. It's like, it's not that cats are like better than every other animal. It's just that they're the easiest animal and they're really cute and soft and cuddly. Actually, my cats are not very cuddly, but I think my cats are a really good amount of cuddly. I wish they were just slightly more cuddly, but I'm also an independent person, so I don't really want them to be on my lap all the time. I don't really want them to be always in my space, so I think I have like really good distance. How do you feel about fish? I actually have had an aquarium for a very long time. Throughout all of college, I had an aquarium. Now that I have cats though, I feel like my cats would kill the fish, or the fish would be really anxious because of the cats, so I don't have fish anymore. But I have been really into sorry, I've been really on TikTok. Like, so here's my thing about TikTok. I am not a zoomer, so I'm kind of on like the quote unquote millennial side of TikTok. My TikTok algorithm is really weird, so it's probably like when I say I've seen a TikTok, it's probably closer to having like an Instagram reel, for example, but I just don't like my Instagram algorithm as much as I like my TikTok algorithm. So I am on TikTok a lot because of my recent existential crisis and because of the current socio-economical political climate, or whatever you want to talk about. I can't be on Twitter. And because of VTuber stuff, I just can't be on Twitter. Twitter makes me so depressed. You guys don't understand. Like, Twitter makes me so, things I didn't care about, things I had no depression about. Twitter, if I browse Twitter, it will give me the depression about that. Whatever it is. I will see other people complain about stuff that I had no problem with, and now I'm complaining about it too. It's just cancer for my brain. I'm sure other people are better at managing this, but like me personally, I can't manage it. I can't look at Twitter. Twitter actually makes me so upset. So the way that I could mitigate my depression off of Twitter was going on TikTok, because TikTok, my entire feed is just, I'm not joking. My entire feed is just chickens, fish, lizards, and people thrifting at thrift stores, and people going to TJ Maxx to buy random shit. Like, there was this one girl who really wanted this Snoopy mug, and it was just every episode was her trying to look for the Snoopy mug, going to random TJ Maxx's. I don't know, something about that, like, it just tickles the thing in my brain, and I'm just like, ooh, treasure hunt, video game. It's just like one of those things where I think because Twitter is text-based, a lot of that text will sometimes really feed into my brainworms, and anytime that I'm feeling really depressed, I can tell it's because I looked at Twitter for too long. But I think TikTok is just videos, and it's so much easier for me to scroll through them without having to watch them, and a lot of them are just like random stuff, and it's not to do with anything that really matters, and I'm like happy. I get serotonin from looking at cute animal videos, from looking at like cute cat videos and stuff. Honestly, that's great. My friends send me racist shit on TikTok and Instagram. Both my algos are so... Tell your friends to stop! Ever since my dad forgot to feed the fish that one time, we no longer allow ourselves to have fish. Aw, man. Fish are great pets. I think fish are really awesome pets. Genuinely. TikTok, I also have like random TikToks that are like idol stuff. I have a lot of idol stuff and I get recommended new idols. I actually found a new idol group recently from TikTok and I'm really happy about it. It's been awesome. I also get like random like, this is the new makeup product that's trendy in Korea. I don't care. Am I wearing makeup? No, because I don't go outside. But like, is it fun to watch? I still watch it. Do I still sometimes buy it despite me not wearing any of that ever because I don't go outside? Yeah. I also get a lot of those the recommendations, the book talk recommendations of weird spicy books, and that's how I find out about the like fucking praying mantis sex book or like the fucking milking the minotaur books. Like those are all like on TikTok, so I that's how I found out about those too, and I really enjoy that. I love discovering music on Instagram. I haven't discovered music on Instagram yet, but definitely the praying mantis what book? The milking the what? Okay, wait. I wanted to read these on stream, so I'm gonna read. I will actually read you guys because we never had a chance. I will read you the Amazon description. Oh, and the back. Here, I'll read you the back of the book, chat. First one. Mating with the Mantis by MJ Edwards. The real book. You can buy it on Amazon. This is the back cover. Who can honestly say that they've never found a praying mantis sexy? Dr. Penningforthly's mantis infatuation is so strong, it started to interfere with her sex life. Now, Dr. Penningforthly can't even reach orgasm unless her partner wears a praying mantis mask. So when a new enlargement machine is brought into the lab, suddenly Dr. Penningforthly has a stroke of inspiration. What if she enlarged a praying mantis? If she could, then perhaps she'd finally have that incredible orgasm she'd always dreamed of. That is, unless something went horribly wrong, yet horribly sexy, in parentheses. From the author of Kissing the Coronavirus comes a brand new species of sexiness. Can you read this entire book to help in sleeping? The problem is that I can't read these books online because they're copyrighted. I'll get in trouble. Kissing the what? Okay, yeah, I'll read the back of Triceratops and Bottoms as well. Triceratops and Bottoms, a dinosaur erotica. In the far future, AI and nanobots have rendered life safe, easy, and boring. With imaginable luxury at her fingertips, Erin has explored every avenue of sensual adventure available on Earth and beyond. But when even alien orgies pale, Erin's life becomes tedious and predictable until she hears about an experimental time machine. Daring the dangerous trip to the past, she discovers an erotic adventure unlike any she's ever imagined. Will her forbidden attraction to the thunder lizards of primeval past spell disaster? This is the one where she gets banned for going back into the past. And this writer has so many books. So this one is Triceratops and Bottoms. There's also Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer. How Stego Got His Groove Back. All I Want for Christmas is a Utahraptor. Don Juan Velociraptor. 50 Shades of Gorgosaur. Tyrannosaurus Sext. Dino Stud. I sexted a space zombie. Supersaurus Spring Break. Okay, wait, let me read you guys the back of the oh shit, what was it called? If I type Minotaur smut book, it'll come up. Minotaur. Oh, Morning Glory Milking Farms. I found it. Morning Glory Milking Farms. Okay, I'll read you guys the back of this one. Morning Glory Milking Farms, a monster bait romance. I don't know what a monster bait means, but King of Cause, thank you so much for the super chat. Not gonna lie, this reminds me of when I was in the military and I found out one of my drill sergeants wrote spicy books. I hope you read them. Alright. Violet is a typical down-on-her-luck millennial. Mid-20s. Oh, mid-20s? Is that millennial? What? I guess if it was written a while ago. Overeducated and drowning in debt, on the verge of moving into her parents' basement, when a lifeline appears in the form of a very unconventional job in a neighboring Cambric Creek. She has no choice but to grab at it with both hands. Morning Glory Farms offers full-time hours, full benefits, and generous pay with no experience needed. There's only one catch. The clientele is grade A certified prime beef with the manly meaty endowments to match. Hands-on, in italicized, hands-on work with Minotaurs isn't something Violet ever considered as a career option, but she's determined to turn the opportunity into a reversal of fortune. With a stern, deep-voiced client... Oh, no. When a stern, deep-voiced client begins to specifically request her for his sessions at the farm, maintaining her professionalism and keeping him out of her dreams is easier said than done. Violet is resolved to make a dent in her student loans and afford name-brand orange juice, and a one-sided crush on her out-of-her-league Minotaur is not a part of her plans, unless her feelings aren't so one-sided after all. I think I'm good. I don't want to work on a farm anymore. Yeah. This is a USA Today bestseller. Chat. This has so many good reviews. The reviews are really good on this book. You guys don't understand. Here's the AI generated review summary. Customers find this romance novel to be a quick, enjoyable read with a sweet and steamy plot that features a realistic female protagonist. The book receives positive feedback for its humor, particularly the banter between characters and its characters' personalities, one customer noting how well the voices match their characters. While some customers appreciate the slow burn pacing, others find the timeline rushed. Did that say she wants to buy expensive orange juice? She wants to buy brand name orange juice, you guys. She wants to stop drinking the cheap shit. I feel that. I feel that. Not the student loans. Student loans is a powerful motivator. It is. Would you milk Minotaurs to afford orange juice? By the way, when they say milking, they don't mean their teats. They mean their nether regions. They're milking them for their other milk, not their titty milk. The other milk. Their meaty endowments. Yeah. We understood that part? No, not everybody got that. Okay, wait. My cat's purring. Can you hear it this time? Ow. Don't lick the mic. Stop licking it. You freak. Don't lick the mic. You giving them ear licking ASMR? Are you giving them ear-licking ASMR? He loves us. Yeah, he's giving you guys the ASMR that you guys want. Okay. Can you get off my lap now? I'm trying to stream. You need to be brushed. I feel like my cats, because the AC has been on perpetually, have been getting their winter coats. I think their bodies are confused. Here, you want to purr into the mic again? Stop licking yourself. Stop smacking your lips. You weirdo. You weirdo. You're so loud. He's a natural for ASMR. I have to like hold his head in a very specific position though. Now there's cat hair all over my pants. There's so much cat hair on my pants. Anyway. I'm meeting with some friends for a late dinner. But they haven't messaged me. Ugh. Why are you back? You've gained weight. But it's just funny that all my cats are getting their winter coats because they think it's winter because it's getting cold now, but it's not. It's not winter. I hate to break it to you. What food are you having? I think we might go get tacos. Because it's kind of late. Some of my friends went to like a concert or something. Taco Thursday, yeah. I'm really sad because a lot of taco places don't have intestine, and that's my favorite taco. The one by my old place had intestine tacos, and they were so good. Soft or hard shell? It's like the corn tortillas. I don't think I've ever seen a place here that does the hard shells besides Taco Bell. I do like the Taco Bell hard shells though. They're kind of fun. I heard they're doing. Wait, did you guys hear about the Taco Bell like Y2K menu? Did you guys hear about that? Wait, let me see. Taco Bell Y2K menu. They're gonna have the Cool Ranch Doritos tacos. Okay, they're bringing back Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos, the Double Decker Taco, the 7-layer burrito, chili cheese burrito, and the caramel apple empanada. But I don't think I liked any of these. I think the 7-layer burrito is probably like the only one that I kind of ate back in the day, but I feel like the Double Decker Taco, the better version is the cheesy gordita crunch, which is what I get every time. They never stopped having any of those things near me? Really? The Dorito one is still on my Taco Bell's menu. I think the Cool Ranch one is the one that's different. Did you guys have the Cool Ranch one too? Man, looking at this is making me hungry though. What? They have merch too? Wait, this merch is kind of funny. They have like a watch that looks like a Casio watch, like those old 90s watches. And they have an Ed Hardy taco hat. Wait, the Ed Hardy taco hat is kind of funny. I kind of want the Ed Hardy taco hat. It's kind of ugly, but like in the best kind of way. It's bedazzled too. Ed Hardy taco hat. Well, I kind of want the Ed. I'd never wear this out. Wait, here, I'll show you guys. I would never wear this out, but I kind of want it. It's kind of hilarious. Look at this. This is like the most Y2K looking thing I've ever seen in my life. I want the bedazzled taco. The bedazzled taco is so good. That's so gas. I know. This goes so hard. You gotta wear it to a meet and greet. Please wear this to a meet and greet. I would love if one of you guys wore this to a meet and greet. I don't know how to get this though. If you want to see the watch, let's see if I can get a better photo of the watch. There's like a screenshot of some guy's TikTok. Can I see the watch, please? All these photos are so bad. Why is it so hard to get good photos now? Well. You can kind of see the watch. It has that like very Y2K Happy Meals toy vibe. It's really cute actually. I don't like the colors though. But I like the vibes. I feel like the colors is giving more 90s than Y2K personally, but they went way harder on the hat than they ever needed. That's what I'm saying. The hat is unironically so good. It's so stupid, but I love it. You know what they need to bring back? They need to bring back Madoka tacos. They need to bring back the Taco Bell Madoka tacos. Now that we have... Now that anime is relevant in public purview, we can have Madoka tacos in America now. We can have official Madoka tacos. Apparently the Ed Hardy hat is a sweepstakes prize. No, that's so sad. Give me the hat. Let me buy it. The blue taco is diabolical. It's so magical. That's what I'm saying. They had those in Japan, yeah. But not in America. But now we could probably have it in America because now America is like, yeah, we love anime. So we get all the anime collabs now. Damn, I want Taco Bell now. But unfortunately or fortunately, we're getting real tacos, so. I remember they had Naruto burgers at Ecuador Burger King when I was there last month. Wait, aren't we doing... Isn't Naruto doing a Burger King collab here too? Naruto Burger King. Yeah, we're doing this... it's... Oh, it already passed? July 21st. They had a Naruto collab in America, I think. It's actually pretty cute. The Happy Meal toys? The Happy Meal toys are actually pretty cute. I thought it would be a lot more janky. But I really... Oh, wait, this is Malaysia. Wait, where's the American one? Wait, where? I thought we had one in America too. Wait, Naruto Burger King America. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it was last month. I think it was this month. Oh no, I guess it was that same one. Yeah, it's the same one. Burger King is so bad though. Yeah, I agree. Burger King used to have my favorite burger in Korea, but I had it last time I was there and it was not as good as I remembered it to be. I think the quality even in Korea went down. Sad. I think right now my favorite fast food burger is probably Wendy's. By a long shot. I like Wendy's and In-N-Out. Those are the two that my preference. Burger King in my hometown closed because no one wanted to buy it. Whataburger is still up there. Well, I don't have Whataburger. Wendy's nuts. Carl's Jr. hits. I like Carl's Jr.'s chicken stars. It's my favorite. My favorite. But Carl's Jr. I don't think I like many of their burgers. I used to really like the sourdough jack, but I think if I had that now, I might die. I might go into cardiac arrest. In-N-Out's goated. I miss In-N-Out. In-N-Out's really good. It's also so cheap. I had so much Wendy's when they were selling Son of Baconators for $3. Gotta try Burgerville if you're north one day. Where is Burgerville in? What about Habit? Okay, I think Habit is fine. I don't dislike Habit at all, but I just think Habit's really expensive. And for half the cost of Habit, I could have Wendy's or In-N-Out, which I think is just as fine. You know? Did my stream die? Oh no, it's just YouTube being fucking weird. What the heck? YouTube being very weird. Habit's still cheaper than Shake Shack? Probably. Shake Shack is pretty expensive. But I like Shake Shack quite a bit. So I think I prefer Shake Shack over Habit. I don't dislike Habit. It's just, I think if I had a choice for that price. Let's talk about Five Guys. Yeah, like, I think Habit, I like Habit more than Five Guys. But I like Shake Shack more than both of those. Burgerville is Oregon and Washington. Oh. I really like A&W in Canada. I like poutine. I also just like A&W in general. I love Five Guys fries, but they're too expensive. Yeah, Five Guys is really expensive. That's the thing, like, right? Like, for the price, like, I'd rather just get In-N-Out for half the cost. You have to get the fries animal style In-N-Out. I do think that, like, In-N-Out fries are, like, an acquired taste. I also didn't like In-N-Out fries, but I think I like In-N-Out fries a lot now. Five Guys came out here in Sweden and it's so expensive. Oh, but in Sweden you guys have shoot, what is it called? Oh, it's the chain that they have it everywhere. Oh shoot, I had it in Sweden. Max, yeah, Max Burger. Max Burger. I liked Max Burger. I like the fries. And you guys get like seasoned fries and you guys have lots of different sauces. I really liked Max Burger. Max Burger was great. Honestly, the local Mexican burger stand near me clears all these. Oh yeah, I used to have one of those. The last place I lived at. I don't have one near here. I feel like it has lost some quality. Really? We still eat there sometimes. Yeah, I had it when I was in Sweden earlier this year. It was really good. You're making me hungry. I'm making myself hungry. I haven't eaten since lunch. Yeah, waiting for my friends to message me, but I guess they're not done with their concert. You are well traveled. I had a business trip out in Europe earlier this year, so I have a friend in Sweden, so I went to visit him and his family. I'm hungry too, and I just ate. Man, I miss Swedish candy so much. It's okay, I have Percy Pigs now. Every time I go to Target now, I'm gonna buy like 7 bags of Percy Pigs. No one can stop me. No one can stop me until I get sick of fucking Percy Pigs. Swedish candy is so much better than US. No hate. No, absolute hate. Swedish candy is far superior. I miss the skulls. Oh shoot, what is the brand called? There's like these skulls that have like the 2 eyeball holes, And I particularly really like the sour one that's blue and pink. I got stuck in the aftermath of an N- concert once. Getting out of the concert can be a hassle. Yeah. I don't know what time the concert's actually supposed to end, so. I know which ones you mean. Those are so good. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite. I really like the skulls. I heard that you can get them at World Market though, and I want to go try. Sour candy is so good, but due to reflux, I can't. Oh no, not another victim to acid reflux. I'm there with you with the acid reflux. I don't eat that much sour candy, so luckily I don't have to deal with that too much. Oh, I want tacos. Gerd havers. So true. Unfortunate. Having GERD, can you imagine? Speaking of candy, thoughts on Gab ending? I haven't watched all of it yet. I need to catch up. Maybe I'll marathon that tonight. Maybe I'll start rewatching Gab, or not rewatching, but start watching Gab again before I sleep instead of watching these random other things. But maybe that'll make me stay up too late. It could. Now I have the song stuck in my head, but I can't sing it. I feel like it's one of those songs that's like so weirdly beated that it's hard to sing. Na 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 God boost. Future 5 hours sleep, enjoy incoming. Oh boy. I hope not. Well, actually tomorrow I kind of have to wake up early. Actually, I have to wake up early like a lot this week. I'm probably gonna just stay up until 4 a.m. for the Vexpo stuff. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I don't have an official graphic, but I will be doing a meet and greet at Vexpo. So EU Clipmates, if you're going to Vexpo in the UK this weekend, on Saturday, I will be having a meet and greet at noon, 12 p.m. And it will be at the Kawa booth. It'll be a pretty short meet and greet, so if you would like to make it, I highly recommend stopping by. Gonna be broadcasted live? No, it will not be broadcasted live. It's a private meet and greet where you can come say hello. And we'll be also doing the panel. I'll be doing a panel with Kana. And that will also not be recorded, so you'll have to just keep your eyes peeled for that. I forgot I didn't retweet the Kawa stuff, but I'll retweet it tomorrow morning probably. They will be accepting letters on our behalf. And things that can fit in a very small, like in an envelope. So if you guys have a letter, or if you have little things like maybe like a keychain or like a card or something that you'd like to give, you can give them to the Kawa booth for me. Just make sure you label it correctly. When's the panel? The panel is at 1 p.m. So it'll be basically right after my meet and greet. So I'll have my meet and greet at 12 to 12:30. And then my panel will be at 1 p.m. at the activity stage. So that'll be with Kana, and we will be teaching Grand Archive. So you can go stop by if you want to learn a new TCG. Otherwise, you can stop by and talk to me at the meet and greet. Very excited to meet some EU Clipmates. Yeah. Did your Offkai stuff arrive yet? No, they haven't sent it to me yet. Not yet. They will send it in the next batch, I think, because there's kind of a lot of stuff. I think they might also be waiting for me to get the merch in, so they could just send it together with some of my merch stuff. But I'm not sure. I haven't gotten anything yet, and when I get it, I will be doing a stream. I'll do a stream and I'll open all the stuff together. Hand cam stream. Open everything. Share what I got. So hopefully you didn't get me anything embarrassing. When the archive is grand. Mr. Matt has also been playing Grand Archive, I saw. Dang, go call booth people. Yeah, it's been really, I've been so grateful to them. And I am really, really, really thankful. So be sure, if you'd like to also support, you can go purchase merch. Actually in the description. From Kawa. They have my official merch, which I haven't tweeted about actually because I need to do that. Oh, wait, my friends are coming. Okay, perfect. 1 second. I need to give them coordinates. One second. I might have something embarrassing stuff for me. Okay, I will also say if you when I get the stuff, if you don't want me to open your package, please let me know in the Discord. I'll make like a thing, and if you have a package that you don't want me to open on stream, I will absolutely not open it. If you feel like you don't want other people to see what you got me, that's absolutely fine, and I completely respect that and I understand that. So I'll do like I'll make a post in the Discord, so if when I do get everything, I'll make that announcement and I'll at everyone, so you can let me know if you don't want me to show anything on stream. That's totally fine. So I don't want to I know like for example, I'm not gonna be reading any of the letters on stream because it's like very private, but like the gifts I wanted to open together. So my wall is cooked, but it's a nice community in my store. Just open packs better, Matt. Just open packs better, then you make your money back easy. Taco time. Yeah, taco time. You can probably open mine, just hazukashi. Okay. I just want to make sure. I know there might, like, some people might not want it to be shared, so just win for it. Yeah, exactly. If you win your card game, then it's free. You open expensive cards, it's free. I gotta trade my Vanguard cards. I gotta trade them. I need the new Minerva. I can't believe I didn't get a single copy. It's crazy. All right, I'm gonna go get some tacos. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we technically don't have stream, but we'll see. We might have stream tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. But tomorrow is also Vexpo. So if you're going to Vexpo, I hope to see you guys there. Otsumina, I hope you have a good rest of your day or a good night. Thank you. I will enjoy my tacos. Okay. Bye-bye.